Federation. A dream that became a reality and spread throughout the stars. We are one family. Until the Dominion came. They brought war to paradise. Si vis pacem parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war.
Peace and long life, Questliners, and welcome to today's Star Trek stream. We will be playing Modiphius's Star Trek Adventures all together. I'm Sam, your game master for today. I use he, him, them pronouns, and I'd like to start us off by acknowledging the land that we're on. This is the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam Nation. It is our privilege to work, play, and create on these beautiful lands. And you can check out native-land.ca at home to see what native lands you're on. Now, I'd also like to discuss that this group uses a set of safety tools. So if you see any of us make an X sign, we are just going to shift out of that scene and into something that is less triggering for us. Remember, your mental health is more important than anything else. So if you are troubled by any of our scenes today, please just step away for a few moments and come back, or just skip to the next episode. That being said, we're going to start things off with the personal log of Josh, your character.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Nostrom, Flight Controller. Flight Commander's log. Stardate 50184.1. Last session, we're in the middle of a D&D quest where I was trying to gain the trust of the crew and to be on good terms with the commander under Captain Sparrow when suddenly we came into red alert. And at that moment, we had encountered a distress call in a Type 4 quantum singularity. We'd attempted a mission with a daring maneuver. Before the discovery, it was ourselves in a time distortion field but with our ingenuity and teamwork, the rescue for ourselves was a success. The dinner afterwards was quite embarrassing, and I hope that we can all put it past us and we can all do our duties from here on out.
And my name's Tim. Today I'm playing Commander Talon Wrester. He's a young upstart human who joined the command crew with the help of his two dads, who maybe placed him a little bit above his experience level. But he's doing his best to lead this crew and make sure that we all get home safe aboard the USS Binary.
And over to you, Lala.
Playing Nuree to Puck, Science Ensign, brought up by a very independent Vulcan single mother, Paloma, and a father, Earthling, you could say, Kyle, bass player. Spent a lot of formative time with an Earthling, unfortunately, so a lot of my human side tends to come out here and there, but I'm so very excited to be here, to be part of Starfleet.
And I'm Brooke, playing Ensign Ava Nisha, Bajoran, who lost her family during the occupation on Bajor, and is the security officer on the Binary.
And of course, I'll be playing the role of the captain, Captain Corryn Sparrow of the USS Binary. Now, crew, every time we step onto the holodeck together and try to finish our D&D session, inevitably, a red alert comes along and we're summoned back to the bridge, where last time we were called. Take your stations.
So,
Kick my leg over the chair.
It appears they've detected Dominion forces en route to our location. Can we get sensors to check how far away they are?
Sensors are working right now, Captain.
Go ahead. I would like to increase power to the sensors and stand by on shields.
Oh, yes.
So let's get our first check of the day. Let's roll those sensors up. So check on the ship.
12.
Rolling 2d20 against a 12 to see if the ship helps you out.
The ship is going to help one time.
The ship is struggling
That
to
is
help you
it.
out at the moment.
That is it.
After that, you're cut off. Brace yourself.
You can make your own check for using the sensors, using probably your science discipline.
Science, yeah. Let me get to my book.
You're like settling into your station, things are locking into place.
Oh, with a +1, because I'm helping.
Success.
2 successes.
Double success.
Closing quickly into weapons range, the Dominion forces will be there in moments. You see a strike-class vessel on sensors, shields and weapons fully armed, and it's emitting some sort of a jamming pulse, making communications difficult. You, of course, at red alert, the shields have already been raised, your weapons are being charged. Let's take the ship into battle. Conn?
Shields up. Evasive maneuvers.
Would appreciate evasive maneuvers indeed. Perhaps attack pattern Delta.
Attack pattern Delta, sir. Would you mind if I also tried something? There was Reginald 616, sir.
I'm not familiar with that one, but let's see it.
Thank you. And then you kind of see like this the ship doing like almost like a corkscrew.
To add that one to the registry. Weapon status.
We're good to go. And I'm ready.
Closest within range and take the first shot.
Excellent. Now,
What the
is
Dominion
this...
is doing so close, so far from the Cardassian border, I'm unsure, but we're not going to let them take us by surprise.
Now, are we doing a warning shot? Or can I
No,
fire a torpedo?
we are at war.
Heck
Ensign.
yeah, let's go. So, start with photon torpedoes.
Yeah, as you look to your lucky torpedoes, you feel a little inspiration coming from the chat. So when you spend 100 biddies, you can add momentum to our momentum pool or threat to the DM's pool or GM's pool to make things a little more interesting. And it looks like we've got one of each.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Are you going to roll for your maneuver?
Oh yes, right. I will roll for the maneuver.
And of course, for those of you at home, we start with 8 threats, 2 for each player that is playing whenever you start a new session, and 1 momentum for your players.
Maneuver Reginald 616 has 2 successes from the computer.
Oh, excellent. It's going to be very difficult. So it's going to make it more difficult for them to hit you with their weapons.
Awesome.
And it's going to be easier for you to hit them with your weapons.
I like it.
Take a +1 when
Okay.
you go to shoot them. Players go first. So by all means, fire away, Ensign.
Now, would this be daring and security?
How would you make it daring? What are you doing to make it daring?
Ooh, make it daring. Put us there. Tell us.
I'm not sure.
You're looking at,
I just wanna go.
Everything's lit up. Everything's ready to go. What are you going to shoot them with?
I'm gonna shoot them with the photon torpedoes.
Oh, that sounds
For-
pretty daring to me.
Yeah, right?
Cool.
We'll save the quantum for later. We'll see how they react to this.
Yeah, as you wait for Conn to close the distance as Lieutenant Commander Nostrom gets in within range, and as you close in, you fire your torpedoes right off the bat.
Okay, so first for the ship.
And as you charge those again, we go back to our momentum and threat, where we are going to pick up another one of each of those.
Woo!
Wow. Very exciting.
Wonderful.
Okay, so weapons and security. 1 success. So +2 to my roll?
Do the ship first.
That was the ship.
Oh, that was the ship? Okay, 1 success. It's not going to help you this time, so you're only going to get
Okay.
the +1 from before. From the maneuver?
Dude.
Dude.
Shit. What?
From Reginald 616.
And get you ready to roll some damage because you're probably gonna hurt.
Double success.
Perfect. You need 2 successes for a torpedo to hit, and you got them both.
Sam, can I use one momentum
Yep.
to use the penetrate
Oh,
on a successful attack? The damage is increased. The damage die is increased.
Okay,
one more
so
damage, and then you
it's 4d6. So 5.
5, and then doesn't your own ability also give you an extra 1 damage? One more challenge die, that is.
I believe so. The untapped.
Yep. Okay. Fire away. You're hitting my shields first.
So 5.
5.
5.
Great job, Ensign.
Oh my gosh. Nope.
Lieutenant
Didn't
Commander,
count.
prepare another pass.
Now which
Holding
numbers
steady,
am I
sir.
moving?
So 1 does 1 damage. 2s do 2 damage. 3s and 4s get out of here because they don't work. 5s and 6s will do 1 damage plus the effect of the weapon.
3 2s, 2 6s.
Oh my god.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a lot of 3 2s is 6 and 2 6s. So 8 damage plus the effect, which is vicious, I believe, on the torpedoes. Or is it high yield?
High yield.
Okay.
Nice.
We're gonna do extra damage here.
This is gone now.
With that shot, you completely take out their shields.
Excellent.
You see, like they try to do this maneuver. You've outmaneuvered them already as they come on to their attack pattern flying in. You swivel a ship and rocket ever so slightly, lining up your torpedo bays. Boom, boom. Huge damage. Now that being said, do you want to maybe make this more interesting? Do you want to push and spend it? Because you also have the ability to spend some momentum here, right, to make a second attack.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I roll for the ship again?
We've also got a hype train. Thank you so much, Twitch.
Wow.
And more momentum and threat, which we're going to go through to over here while you do that. So you're going to spend up the last 2, but Trap's giving you 1 more after that.
Okay. And I'm rolling against the ship again?
Yep. Roll
First?
against the chip again. You've
before-
still got the bonus from excellent maneuvers.
Before we blow them into smithereens, can I at least use an empath to see, what they're feeling? We don't have to kill them right away, now, do we?
We are at war.
They started
Lieutenant
it.
Commander. I'm afraid this is not the right circumstance. I respect your need to reach out, and if you can make contact, please do, but they have cut off communications and are preparing to open fire. Ensign, let's not let them have that ability.
Yes!
As you felt with Jem'Hadar before, they are typically unfeeling unless they are enraged.
The ship did not help.
The ship did not help, but you can help. Are you shooting the torpedo or phasers as you close in?
The phasers are... Okay. Let's do phasers, this one. Okay. Okay, so do against mine.
Like to use my focus for inspiration, and I'll just kind of lean on the back of your chair like, Ensign Ava, give them some of that Bajoran love.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So that adds a d20.
Heck yeah. And I'm going
Lieutenant
again.
Commander Nostrom is disgusted with your emotions.
I think it's kind of funny.
2 successes.
2 successes, yeah.
1
you
to
gotta
hit.
Two
Right?
Yep. You got. You have hit, and you're using phasers, right?
Yep.
So because of that, you get to increase your momentum by 1.
And a 66. I'm firing all of them. And it's 3s and 4s I remove?
Yep.
God damn it. 2 2s and a 1.
2 2s and a 1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
5 damage right off the huge. Because you've penetrated my shields, I can roll to resist. I resist 5 of that.
Oh, damn.
Stalemate.
Nullified. Okay, so yeah, you get in close. You hit their armor pieces, and it seems to have dissipated the energy blast across the entirety of their hull as they reposition themselves. They're coming around for a pass of their own. You get ready to defend yourselves, which you have a +1 thanks to your fancy flying. And I'm gonna make this real quick. I'm going to first I'm gonna scan for some weaknesses in your shields here. I've got a success, and that's not enough to go all the way, so we're going to just shoot you now.
Ensign Nuree, is there anything you can do to jam them right back?
Absolutely, right away.
Would I be able to do like an evasive action?
Yes, because of your success earlier, you have made this more difficult. So they need to get currently 3 successes in order to hit you with one of their torpedoes.
Okay.
If I reverse the polarity of one of the parts of the sensor, which I can do easily.
When we get back to the ship's turn, you can scan them for weaknesses, or you can make it more difficult to hit you.
Okay.
I am going to spend some of this threat now to give myself 5 dice. 2, 3. And here we go.
Okay.
And you need 3 to hit?
I need 3 to hit because it's harder to hit you because Fancy Pants is flying. A critical success and 2 hits makes 4. So I did get a hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course you did.
I'm going to hit you for a bunch. Oh, I
It's also
succeeded. 3s and 4s, goodbye. So 6 damage to your shields as you are rocked from the port side.
Hull breach, sir. Engineering.
Let's not do that. We'll get some ventral control dampening. Ensign Nuree, anything on the science station? Can you give us an advantage here?
Still looking
Apologies, I forgot to add 2 more damage.
Oh,
Oh,
Vicious weapons.
wonderful.
Closing off hull breaches, sir.
I'm breaking out those quantum.
Shield barely holding on.
Yeah, so on your turn, would you like to redirect some power to your shields?
I would like to, Lieutenant Commander, perhaps you can buy us some time. The USS Binary has a brilliant ability to recycle some of our shields.
This is true, sir. We
You need
can.
45 seconds.
Oh, that's a lot
That's
longer
a lot
than
longer
I thought. It's gonna be a long time.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Moments, sir.
All right, redirect it. Let's redirect our.
I can back off.
Let's redirect some of our engine power towards that shields. See if we can recover a little bit. Although I don't think it's gonna help if we get hit again. Ensign Nuree, please, if you got anything, now's the time.
Scan for weakness.
Yes.
Okay, so ship first. Roll for the ship to see if it helps you while you scan.
And for weakness. 12. 2 successes.
Heck yeah. Okay, you got a +1 to do this. Roll for your scan now, using those sensors and science again if you'd like. Or reason.
Reason?
Yep. And what's the number we're trying to beat here? Is
13.
it 13? Nice.
Yeah, should probably
And
say that.
yeah, because the ship's helping, it's +1, so 14.
2 successes.
Heck yeah. Okay, so you know that with the shields down, there is a duct on their ventral blade that if you hit it just right, you'll blow up their whole ship.
I love that.
This was a weakness that was reported by Odo after some shenanigans with Wayun.
Shenanigans.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my.
You pass this information to your crew.
Get us in position, Lieutenant Commander. You heard her.
Aye, sir.
Might I suggest quantum torpedoes?
Let's.
I'd advise against it, sir.
I agree, Lieutenant Commander. Ensign, let's just focus on making contact with our best chances. I'd say phaser banks at full. With a lateral plasma coil latency. Let's turn that up and knock them out.
I agree, Commander. The phasers are more accurate.
Okay.
So make a check to get in position.
I was just about to say.
What's this maneuver called? Trust your flying skills implicitly, Lieutenant Commander.
It was something that I learned at Starbase 93 by Commander Cinna. It's called the spicy potato.
I love your names for these. All right, initiate spicy potato maneuver.
2 successes.
Whoa! Who turned off the universal dampeners?
Oh, they've been on this whole time, sir.
Fancy flying, let's do it!
You create an opportunity for Ensign Ava to take your shot.
Okay, Okay, roll against the ship
Now,
first.
I'm going to first spend some threat. I'm going to spend 3 threat
3.
and increase your complication range to 18, 19, and 20s.
We'll spend these last 2 momentum for 3 more die. Or
But first, I'm going to roll against the ship, and then I'll use that for.
You need 3 momentum.
oh right, yeah. Oh, so we'll just spend the one on one.
One-on-one.
Yeah. Okay,
One
so first
extra
I'll
die.
roll against
Roll
the
for the
ship,
ship. Yep.
which is
Ship is very happy today.
1 success.
Is it a one?
Okay.
It's a critical success.
Yeah, it is. The ship helps. So +1 to your
Finally.
ability, and
Shit.
you've got +1 from Nuree as well, finding the weakness. You will need. This is a difficulty of 2 to hit this smaller target.
Okay. And so 16. And I can use the momentum to grab an extra die.
Yep. I already took it down 1,
Sweet.
and your critical complication range is 18s, 19s, and 20s.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Just what you need.
Very well done.
As you you play like a game of chicken with this Jem'Hadar strike attack cruiser. As you get in, the other pilot dives first, opening up their ventral blade. You spin to align your phaser strips. Your shots are taken.
Spicy potato.
If you do enough damage here, this will cripple the ship.
Excellent.
Open fire.
And it's 2s and 3s gone? Or 3s and 4s.
3s and 4s, no mores.
No mores. Okay, so I got a 1, a 2, and 2 5s.
1, a 2, and 2 5s is 5 damage. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Okay, me.
14.
This will be structural damage, which is perfect. It's going to create a cascade failure in their warp core matrix. What does this look like as the ship explodes in front of you?
Glorious, beautiful explosion of lights and colors, and Ava's just sitting there like, oh, this is beautiful. It's beautiful.
Queen is playing in the background.
Yeah, just
We are the champions.
I'd advise shields going where any debris
Yeah, we-
might collide.
Go full Star Wars and just
yeah,
fly
just
right through
fly
it.
right through it.
You still got shields, right?
Yeah. I'm also feeling a lot of death.
And no complications. So you successfully get through. Scan the rest of the area. We need to make sure it's safe. Well done.
Aye, aye.
Great shooting. Great flying.
Cancel red alert. Go to yellow alert.
Charting hazards, sir.
Yes. Please chart some hazards. Ensign Nuree, please switch to long-range scanners. We need to detect any more Dominion ships in the area.
So you're against a 12 to see if the ship.
And maybe give us
Alright.
a little distance, Lieutenant Commander, just so if another comes a knocking, we can get him by surprise once again.
Aye, sir. Also scanning for any local frequencies.
12.
And yeah, you use the sensor, or the ship's helping you?
Yes.
Great. How'd you do?
2 success.
2 success. Great. On long-range sensors, you do indeed detect 3 more strike-class Jem'Hadar ships in the vicinity.
Bad luck.
You're not certain they're headed your way, though.
Okay. So can I do a scan to find out which direction they're moving in?
It doesn't look like they're headed in your direction,
Oh, I see
but
them.
for the moment, and you can continue to track them for a time. But at this moment, it looks like the other ship did not send out a distress call.
That was lucky.
Charting for hazards.
Charting for hazards.
How'd you do?
Gotta roll for it first.
Let's do it.
Cheeky.
Oh, that's a critical success and a critical fail.
Oh.
That's impressive.
Too complicated.
So nothing happened?
Nothing of note. Everyone was cool.
You know what? Roll the d20 for me. Let's see what this complication goes.
You want me to roll the d20?
I found a new chart and I love it.
Getting
I'll roll the
exhausted with this
d20.
game.
Here I go. 14.
14. Yeah, you kind of like the moment of your ship succeeding in battle, or it could have gone either way, just kind of catches up for you with the moment.
Yeah.
You just kind of
Well, there's a lot
Wait a little
of
bit.
death It was here, and I felt it all.
Yeah, you feel a little bit of panic overcome you.
Okay. Any stress?
No stress.
Oh, okay.
What this means is, like, as you are a little panicked, you will have your next check, your next task, just be one stage more difficult.
Oh, one more difficulty?
Yes, unless something happens to alleviate that panic.
Copy that.
Okay, but yeah, you do check for hazards. You had a success, right?
That is one critical success.
One critical success. Fantastic. Okay, as you chart the area, and I pull up a little star chart here, you notice that there is a couple of star systems nearby that you can reach. Of course, dropping out of warp to engage the Jem'Hadar, as you did. The debris from the ship is in small pieces. You scan through the wreckage, and you do find that a small craft has made their way out of the wreckage and is headed to one of those systems.
Torpedoes.
Tractor beam.
Tractor beam, Ensign. We want them alive. We need to ask them for questions.
They're Jem'Hadar. They ain't gonna answer our
They're not
questions.
going to answer questions.
But I just rather they don't get that far.
We could tractor beam them, or we could just simply destroy them.
I like the way he thinks.
Captain, of course, it's your call, but I feel like we've dealt enough death in this instance.
Commander Wrester, do
agree.
you know the Jem'Hadar motto?
I know it all too well, Captain.
Lieutenant Commander, get us in position. And
Aye, sir.
I don't want them calling for help.
Understand?
Jam.
Let's get that jam up.
Yeah, you want to
Ensign Nuree?
jam them with the sensors?
Yeah.
Give me another sensor check. Let's see how this goes.
We'll use the ship's Talon advanced sensor suites to reduce the difficulty by 1.
So it's a difficulty 1 check.
Okay.
The
Okay.
ship can help you.
One success.
That's from the ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then-
So the ship makes it +1 for you. So 13 to.
13.
And while that's happening, I'd like to use a talent for flight controller to, like, if we do, like, any repair of technology.
Because you reduce the difficulty and you got 1 above it, you get 1 momentum,
Woo!
Hell yeah.
and you are able to jam them.
Jammed.
Okay.
Jam.
What we got?
Because we got hit hard. So I would
Yeah.
like to repair any kind of broken technology that we might, just in case.
I'll
it gets-
recycle the shields, please.
Oh,
Yep. 45 seconds is on the clock as you do this.
2 successes.
Yeah, you are able to divert some of the emergency power towards your needs.
Okay.
Seems pretty stable. You haven't heard any complaints from your chief engineer, so things must be going well down there.
Well, with that talent, I was able to use Conn because I have
nice.
much experience with engineering.
Great. Lock and load.
Photon torpedoes?
Ensign,
Ensign.
no.
I believe it is time to use your special torpedo.
Okay.
Don't miss. It's gonna be hard to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the ship first to see if it helps me.
Yeah, you are able to jam them with your successes.
I jammed.
You are not going to get any distress beacons out.
I'd like
Yeah.
to use my talent call to action and have Ensign Ava prepare a minor action of aim.
Nice. Gives you an extra, or lowers the difficulty.
You may re-roll a single die.
That's the one.
Okay,
Earn
but
your
that's off my check, so I'm rolling for
Yep.
the ship
So
first.
roll-
It's just off your attack
You're
die.
right.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
Your
attack.
D6.
Okay, okay.
You can
The challenge
roll
die.
one.
Okay.
Got it.
So this is. I may have gotten a critical fail from the ship.
I would like
That's
to
from the
use-
ship. That's not from me.
It's from the
That's
ship.
from the ship. It doesn't
From
help.
the ship.
It
From
doesn't
the
help.
ship. You know what? Roll another d20 for me. I want to know what the ship's doing.
4.
4.
Well,
It's just what it does.
It is what it is.
You get a call from engineering. Captain, we've got one of the EPS planets blew down here. I've got major injuries. Sending them to sickbay. But launch the fire your torpedo.
Okay. So now I'm at a difficulty of It was a difficulty of 2, and now it's reduced to 1.
Yep.
And this is just to hit. One fail and 1 critical success.
Okay, just a regular fail though. Critical success, 2 hits, so you gain momentum back from that. And as you do this, your photon hits this little escape shuttle and blows it to smithereens.
I rolled for the ship for the medical with +1 crew support.
Nice.
2 successes.
Your injured crewman in engineering was evacuated to the care of the EMH and is recovering enough. It sounds like Ensign Hansen is still stuck in the transporter buffer, though.
Ensign Hansen.
Hansen, damn.
Classic Ensign.
Classic.
In 50 years, I've never seen anything like it. Your chief engineer makes me sense.
Lieutenant Dixon, do you need help down there? Is it pertinent that I come and join you?
No, I've got everything under control now. We've locked down the leak, and the warp core is not going to explode. Commander.
Great work. Good work, people. And Lieutenant Commander, take us out.
Aye, sir.
As you're about to clear the area, you have a special incoming transmission. You recognize a...
Trippy.
That was certainly a transmission.
Oh, God!
We're still trapped in the temporal loop.
No!
We never got out.
We never left.
Yeah. All right.
Stardate. 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 50184.1.
It's like that mission that the Enterprise went on. Commander Data said something about 3s everywhere.
Oh, yes.
This is why we don't play poker on my ship. Captain Sparrow, I'm rerouting you to the Argolis Sector. The Tamarians there have uncovered a biomimetic life form similar to the genetic makeup of the Founders. Your fleet duties are suspended for the duration of this mission. Get to the surface and retrieve a sample of this life form. Ross out. Admiral Ross?
Admiral Ross.
Admiral Ross and
Looks very similar.
Captain Bennett have been working very hard in this sector. Their efforts have truly curbed a lot of the Dominion activity along the border. Well, it seems we've been rerouted.
Oh, you want to add those coordinates to our current destination?
New bearing, sir. Marked in 240 degrees, mark 6.
The Argolis cluster, very interesting. Our destination must be Tabor III.
Oh, what do you know about that, Captain?
Well, in the mission briefing file that was sent along with that, I'm just reading through the notes here, and it's a jungle system in a world with, or a system with 7 planets, and we'll be visiting the 3rd. On Tabor III, the jungle environments can be quite harsh. The Tamarians say something about getting stuck in a swamp.
Tamarians stuck in a swamp.
I'm aware of a
Well, you know how their language works. It's all context-based.
Right. Well, we'll do our best to try and figure that out. Ensign Nuree, on our way there, why don't you look into our best way to communicate with the Tamarians?
Absolutely. If it would be okay, can I ask Ensign Ava? She's a xenolinguistics.
I will do my best.
We'll figure it out, sir.
Well, the two of you get cracking on our way there. How long is that going to take, Lieutenant Commander?
At warp 6, possibly marked 24 hours, sir.
Then I recommend we go to Warp 8.
Aye, sir. Warp 8. We should be able to hold. Yes, I did repair.
Well, take her out.
Aye, sir.
While the crew initiates some repairs, we find that our bridge crew takes this moment to kind of rest and just settle after a big battle like that. All of you are in the mess hall at the moment. Ensign Ava, what have you ordered to drink?
Spring wine.
Spring wine? Yeah, after a hard shift on the bridge? Absolutely.
Hammerlane's gin.
Yeah, you see a purple vial appear, very fragrant. Some say lavender. You can hear sneezing in the background.
That's how I like it.
I wonder if someone's allergic.
Something that has always acquired my taste is a Earth's lager.
Is it Canadian?
Absolutely not. I don't drink that piss.
Very well.
That was not a logical thing to do.
I also realized that Molson makes that, but I was thinking like just from here, you know, like from here in Canada, not a Canadian.
I thought we were in outer space.
We are now.
Yeah, a wildly intricate glass appears for this lager.
Precious.
I'll just have ice water as I like come back, like just come in and I'll just get the ice water. I'm coming right from the medic bay as I was checking on the engineers and doing a flyby there, making sure that everybody was okay. As I kind of like sit down and like look at everybody's drinks, like, well, stay frosty, the lot of y'all. We will be saddling up for the away team as soon as we get there.
Aye, sir.
So, one and done.
What's a saddle?
This, yeah, like you know, the replicated ones don't have any alcohol. You're fine.
There was no alcohol in my drink?
Well, of course not. We're still on duty.
Oh, right. No one would ever do that.
Not us.
Put my bag in
Captain
my
Sparrow runs a
quarters.
tight ship.
Ensign Nuree, you also recognize that in the transmission that was sent, that it seems that Captain Bennett is getting their promotion as predicted.
Oh, as was predicted.
And I said it and like, oh, I should have rephrased that.
Did it. It's too easy.
Too easy.
Wonderful. Good for him.
So we will shift our scene now as we are headed towards the planet. You enter into the Tabor system, and circling around Tabor III is let's get a closer scan now that we're close up. You can get a very detailed scan of the surface
The
and
best
try
scan.
to detect what you are looking for.
Let's use those high-resolution sensors, will you?
The best sensors ever.
If you're successful on it, we just get a momentum.
Yeah.
Okay,
Against a 12.
let's do it. 2 successes, 1 critical success.
Whoa! Was that for the ship or for you?
That was for the ship.
Ship.
Okay, 2 successes and a critical success, so 3 successes.
We
Going to increase your momentum by 1, but because we've shifted scene, I forgot to take 1 away from you, so it cancels out.
That's wonderful. And slightly
roll your-
disappointing.
You can roll to see what you.
How
find.
coincidental.
Let me roll again. Oh no. Very disappointing.
What are you rolling against?
1 fail.
Just one fail.
Yes.
Not 2 fails?
What?
Wait, 1
No.
success, 1 fail? Or?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So 1 success,
1
1 fail.
failure only.
As you bring them into a synchronous orbit, you are able to find that Tabor III has 2 moons, both of which are uninhabitable. You discover that Tabor III is Minchara class, which is M class, which means it's prolific and perfect for carbon-based life forms that breathe oxygen, like yourselves.
Class M.
You notice that there is a localized disturbance on this planet. It is very difficult to get a reading of the surface. There appears to be some ionization in the atmosphere, and it is making your life hell to try and scan through it.
Any luck?
Bothering me. I'm incredibly frustrated. But I'm working on this problem, sir.
I can barely tell.
Please forgive my outburst.
I'll make no note of it.
I appreciate that.
I am sensing a lot of hostility inside.
Dude, he said it was okay. Be cool.
Oh,
Be cool.
Well, if you're saying you're not detecting anything, maybe we can work together to have this, and the captain's going to use their ability to let you re-roll this check.
Oh. All right then. Oh no.
No.
Leans in, it's like everything.
Failure.
2 failures?
All the failures
All the failures.
have happened.
Yeah, you're as you are scanning the
failure.
surface,
Yeah.
you see that there is a localized buildup of this ionizing radiation as it follows along your sensor beam and goes to impact the ship. You have moments to react.
Ah.
Shields up, yellow alert.
She's up.
You raise the shields just in time as they impact the shields, doing damage. Damage is the thing.
Oh God.
Damage is the thing. 6 damage to your shields.
Ugh.
You feel like it rock, and you see like the residual of like the whole bubble of the shield being impacted from this one direction. What was that?
Is this the same kind of ionized radiation that we encountered with that temporal distortion?
picking up ionized radiation, sir.
Cut sensor beams.
Cut.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Lieutenant Commander, take us into a higher orbit.
Aye, sir.
Perhaps whatever this storm is, we need to just get away from it for now.
Sir?
As you all know, we need to get to the surface to retrieve some of this biomimetic life form. Perhaps we can attempt to scan for a beam insight away from this storm.
Let's take a scan a little bit outside of that storm. Ensign Ava, why don't you prep one of them torpedoes to be a little probe? We'll see if we can
On it.
See if we can get a better signal from down on the surface.
Copy that.
Probes away.
Probes.
Probe away.
Oh,
Probing.
oh,
Oh,
I wasn't ready.
Scanning. Probe away.
Yeah. So, how would you like to overcome like this ionizing radiation that is making your scanning too difficult at the moment?
Would like to try to take one of these like probes and have it not impact the surface, but try and improve our scanning ability, kind of like through the probe as it like enters the high atmosphere, to maybe get a better look at the surface.
That is an excellent option. Any others?
In order to break the atmosphere, I would suggest that we use some sort of deflector shield with the amount of radiation in order to get a signal through.
I don't know how I feel about taking the ship into the atmosphere, but
Not entirely close, but we can use a certain deflection, perhaps a small
a
shuttle.
deflector pulse.
Yes, sir.
Right, that could work.
Can we rig one of the probes to emit that deflector pulse? Maybe like a megaphone.
I think it would be. Perhaps we can combine the two ideas and emit the deflector pulse, and then shoot the probe through the beam ensigns.
we're okay.
Fresh out of the academy.
Too many probes, ensign. Care for another.
Probe.
I don't think I've ever seen you so frustrated.
Shall we work it in?
Indeed. Who would like to emit the beam?
I surely would, Captain.
Excellent.
Thank
Attention,
you.
Knights.
I'll say if get some help from engineering.
Thank you, sir.
Like to.
The chat has also given you a little more momentum to help you through this.
Excellent.
That is
Thank you.
very
I
kind.
believe it's 2 points of momentum, but double check it. Yes. I see 2 more momentum
Just make
points.
get your dice.
Stay on target.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just pushing the button now. There we go.
You're coming in too fast.
Buttons.
Stay on target.
Where's all the buttons? Can I roll out?
Yeah, use 3 of those.
Yeah,
We use 3 momentum to get 2 more die on that roll.
So 4? 4 die total?
Well, yeah, it'll be 4 total.
Um,
3.
and would I be able to assist?
How would you like to assist?
With advisor, whenever I assist another creature with my command discipline, the character being assisted may re-roll just in case.
Ooh, very nice.
Luck be with you.
Ensign Nuree, how do you feel about being called a creature?
I
Excellent.
Really
then
like
proceed. So you can first roll to see if the ship helps you, which is the 2d20 check against 12.
against
12
12.
for sensors, yeah.
Yeah. Failure all around.
Doesn't help you, but no critical failures, right?
Nope.
But you get to re-roll.
Oh, that not
Oh,
on the
you
ship.
no, this
Not
is
on
the
the
ship.
ship.
Oh, right.
This
okay.
is now your
Okay.
rolls. So you got 4 dice, 4 d20s.
4 d20s?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I borrow a d20 from somebody? Thank
Your
you.
difficulty is 2.
Ah! Totally dropped it.
Do you need another?
Inertia dampeners, left, right, back, front, left.
I'm sorry about that disturbance, Captain, but we're back on
No,
target.
that was entirely my fault.
Rock the entire ship.
Yeah, it just moved.
just-
It's moving.
Ship's on the
Oh my lord! 4 successes.
4 successes. Beautiful. That means you get 2 more momentum back. And in addition to that, you are quite successful. So you are able to emit the beam, which widens a path through the ionizing radiation that is safe as you hit the probe down onto the surface. And I'll say that with all of those successes together, you're able to now penetrate the radiation and get a clear scan of full resolution of the surface.
We can see the eye of the storm with our probe.
All ahead full.
Lieutenant Dixon, do those readings seem copacetic with beaming down to the surface?
Sir, I don't recommend beaming into the site. We are unable to ascertain that you will absolutely be able to be beamed back in one piece. The radiation will scatter your molecules like marbles on a floor, sir.
Right. Decent analogy. You came through there in the end. If you get a little sharper, you might find yourself up here on the bridge. All right.
Wait, Commander, I also don't recommend, without finding a way to neutralize the radiation, going down in a shuttlecraft. If you are struck by that radiation, you might crash.
Are we able to continue the emission from the scanning field?
Potentially, sir. I would also recommend if you do head to the surface, take pattern enhancers with you. In case you do need to beam back, it'll help us get you back. Now,
Right.
if you need an instruction on how to deploy them again, sir, I'd be happy to help.
I got that on lockdown. Thank you, Lieutenant Dixon. Why don't you prep those, load them up in the shuttle itself.
Absolutely, sir. I will load them in position 1.
All right. Saddle up. We
All
are
right.
going down there. Might as well bring some of the larger arsenal in case we encounter some Dominion. Captain Sparrow, with your permission, I will lead the away team down to the surface of Tabor III. And also, with your permission, I would like to engage with a little bit more technology down there than we typically take.
In addition to the pattern enhancers, and what else would you like to take?
I'd just like to take a few extra phasers, and perhaps, with your permission, maybe some mobility down there, just in case we got to get out there in a hurry.
I see.
But I would advise that we have phasers only on stun. We don't want to do too much damage.
I would hope that you don't have to shoot anything down.
I agree.
Do you have any other information from now Admiral Beckett, was it?
Ross.
Admiral Ross.
Captain Beckett is his adjutant.
Captain Beckett. Bennett.
Bennett.
He was Captain Bennett.
It was Bentine for a while, but we've moved past that.
Well, it's their name. They can change it how they want. Any other information from Captain Bennett?
Your scans of the surface revealed a plethora of wildlife. Most of it is there's no sapient life down there. Plenty of like sentient life, but these would be beasts and other things of that nature.
Microorganisms.
Don't go in the water. The
that.
microorganisms in the water will.
In abundance.
Yeah. You might want to stop by sickbay, see if there's any sort of like shots you can get before you go down.
Oh, hell yeah.
Other preparations. What other things? So you've got some type 2 phases on each of you. You always pack a type 3. We know this.
Just in case.
Type 2 phases.
Give me back my phaser.
The stun
Thank you.
function, please. Stun.
Yes.
Yeah, typically on an OA mission of a scientific nature, you wouldn't take phases with you. However, it is wartime and you know better.
Absolutely.
Is there anything above a microorganism?
Several larger creatures, indeed.
How large?
There are lizards that are in the jungle areas.
Jungle lizards.
Jungle lizards. They live in the trees, in fact.
Oh, God.
God.
They've developed 2 prehensile tails that they use to swing from branch to branch.
Cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, I'll go down to medic.
This is what you get with high-resolution sensors, y'all.
Are they like,
good stuff?
are they cute and small, or are they bigger than us?
The Tamarians have done most of the research on this planet. A lot of it has been transcribed from what they were. If you read the original Tamarian, it's a lot of like, this place is a hellhole. Don't stick your boot in there. This is what happened to George when he did this.
Okay.
To translate into Tamarian, it would be like Yilna at the swamp. Yilna steps in swamp. Yilna, no come back from swamp.
Swamp bad.
Swamp bad.
Copy that.
Big teeth find Yilna.
Yona, forgot it.
Yilna, her sails unfurled.
Everyone's talking very funny.
All right, let's go get our COVID
We
shot.
were
and
having
get
our
down
language
there.
study, Lieutenant Commander.
Yes.
This is why you need to come here on Wednesday nights.
I always miss the improv sessions.
I miss it, can't come.
Well, if you are headed to the surface, you might as well take the Wayrider, my captain's yacht, if you will. The Kalos.
Copy that.
Lieutenant Commander, if there are any scratches on her hull, I'll know.
Aye, sir.
Report to sickbay for your shots.
Schnotz.
You're shocked.
Wait, where is the shot going to happen?
Can I use like to use some momentum to I'll use 2 momentum to hopefully remove complication and have just prepped like some what are those, the medi sprays, like radiation treatment sprays, like prepared, particularly tuned to the ionized form of the radiation we might encounter.
Nice.
So if somebody gets hit, we can help them, at least stave off the radiation effects for a little while.
And I'd also advise oxygen as well, just in case we encounter any kind of spores.
Good call.
There aren't any deadly spores that you have detected.
Okay, or any gases or of any kind, but...
The atmosphere is safe to breathe for the most part.
Okay.
You can bring those things.
Don't worry,
I
Lieutenant.
won't stop you.
We're-
I'm just
Can I just
saying,
stick a couple
it
of
is
those in my
Vinchara
science
class.
pack?
You can breathe.
It's primetime TV. We should be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You have a last name. You're doing great.
I mean, look at my eyes. I'm high already.
Ensign Nuree, are you making any preparations?
I sure am, Captain.
You've been tapped for the away team, all 4 of you. You're also bringing with you Ensign Addison Levine.
Oh, Maroon 5?
Addison?
Yeah.
I believe that fellow is not named Addison.
I believe that too. It's just a joke.
Oh, like Sunday
I
morning.
laughed.
Yeah.
I get you.
I do
Nailed
stand
it.
up every Wednesday. Come see me.
Yeah, yes.
Rester.
Yes.
His sails unfurled.
Temba at rest.
Just Levine and Ensign Levine?
No, you're also taking with you Ensign Harlan Haddock.
Like the fish.
Like the fish.
Like the
all
fish.
the time.
Arlen Havoc.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, I used a
okay.
name generator. I have no shame.
It's great. I like it.
I just picked the best ones from the 50.
Can I try?
But you try coming up with 80 names for all the crew members.
Can I try presence and command to try and size up Ensign Levine and Ensign Haddock?
Yes.
They're ready for the mission.
Yeah, they can just be
And
ensigns.
critical fail and a fail.
Yeah, you look over their service records. You don't actually speak to them in person.
Yeah.
You just pull up their files and you're
It's on my
kinda
way.
just-
Turbo lift.
That's 17 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. As I close my or as I close my tricorder that I was looking them up on, you can see that I was actually just checking Instagram.
Thinking to yourself, ooh, one more like.
You got it.
The 4 of you exit the turbo lift and walk towards sick bay,
Sensing.
where the ensigns are already waiting,
Kalos
getting
and
their shots.
serotonin.
Different ensigns. Sorry, ensigns.
Yes.
We are the ensigns.
You're bridge ensigns.
I'm an outside person.
I'm an inside person.
They're both outside and inside.
All right, any outie? Let's get on board. Haddock, Levine, at attention. And get on board.
Sir, what?
Let's go.
You see the image comes. First things first, and hits you with the hypo. Each of you need to be inoculated. Now, who will be responsible for this? And hands you a medical kit.
Me.
There are more injections that I've devised. Ingenious, I might add. They will protect you further should you stay on the surface for more than 24 hours.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
If you stay on the surface for more than 24 hours, remember you must report back here to sickbay before you begin your duties on the bridge. Everyone forgets that procedure. I will not. And, as ship's doctor, I will make a note of it in your logs, or in your personal records, in case there's any dissent. Right. Then you'll all report back here if you are there for more than 24 hours.
Protocol. Copy that.
Wonderful. Somebody shut me off, please.
Computer and program.
I wish that was the right word. That's
Deactivate the image.
Bruce.
No, I need one of you to say it before you go.
Hey, bye.
Hi.
Bye.
Poke my head back in. Deactivate image.
Thank you.
How are the rest of the engineer team looking? Is everybody on the mend?
The other engineer was discharged and is returned to work. Near miss. Paperwork's been filled out.
Checking everything on the Kalo, I believe it's called.
The Kalo.
Kalo.
Kalo, yes.
Strap in, ensigns. I'll take a seat up front next to the pilot.
Right, we're in the back. We don't really work together. We're like kind of famous among the rest of the crew. We get to like work on the bridge with the captain.
It's pretty great.
I'm Addison. You can call me Addie though, or Ensign Levine, sir.
We'll see how this goes.
Okay.
Savage.
Well, I'm just a science officer if you need me for anything.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Yeah, I'm a xenobotanist. I specialize in plants.
I also am a xenobotanist.
Do you like... Vulcan salute. What do we do?
Fist
Strap
bump.
in.
Strap in.
Vulcan fist bump. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Focus up.
Yes, sir.
When you're
Strapped
ready,
in,
Lieutenant
sir.
Commander.
She's hot and ready to shot, sir.
Captain, this is the Kalos. We are ready to depart.
Good luck, Commander. Find the sample and return it here as quickly as possible. I don't like the dominion that we've been detecting in this area.
We'll do our best to stay in touch. Thank you very much. Take us out.
Aye, sir.
Yeah, the beam that you've used to kind of widen the range of radiation has more than sufficiently made a opening for you. You will still need to make a piloting check to get down there.
Yeah.
So use up that con.
Oh, I can use up that con. What's the difficulty?
Well, funny you should ask. I'm going to make that a little more difficult by spending some of this threat over here.
You would.
Great.
You would.
So I'm going to spend a threat to increase the complication range, first and foremost, to
Okay.
make it 19s and 20s.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a little more of that to increase your task difficulty to 3 to land
3.
this. Yep.
I'd like to use away team tactics and attempt to assist Lieutenant Commander Nostrom as we find our landing space just by co-piloting.
All right, co-pilot.
And the hope will be to add a die to your roll.
Oh, much obliged. And then as this is happening, if there's any complications with, I would still like to use a talent, but we'll see when we get there.
So delighted.
1, 2, 3 successes and 1 fail.
One just regular fail.
Just regular.
Not a
fail.
complication?
Not 18 or 19.
Cool beans. So as you head into the storm, you recalibrate your shields to match the frequency of your own beam being emitted from the ship as you thread the needle and land the ship perfectly in the clearing. This clearing is about 20 clicks out from your destination. That is quite a hike through dense jungle terrain. This will take you the better part of a day unless you hustle.
Why do we never land near our destination?
I don't know. We're a ship, aren't we? Last
I
time
thought
I
so.
checked.
Would you like to make a daring check while you're still in the air then to find a
make the
slightly
ship
closer
go.
slight? It's going to be difficult again.
Okay.
To get closer, you'll need
Daring
this is a
makes it
task.
a little bit more difficult.
This is a task of 4.
Task of 4.
Oh.
But then I could use 2 maneuver to add 2 dice.
You can. There's only you need 3 to add.
Oh,
2
okay,
dice.
but 1 to add 1 then.
But we
One to one,
could buy some with threat.
Well, that's true. We could.
Buy 1 momentum with threat and then spend those 3 to get 2 extra die.
That sounds smart.
Let's
Okay.
do that.
Let's do
Let's
that.
do that.
Yes,
How many? So you're going to spend 1
1
momentum
momentum.
to.
No, 1 threat.
We'll buy.
You're buying
We'll
a die.
buy a momentum with threat and use the 3 momentum for 2 die.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. And that gives me a total of 4.
4 to get 4 successes.
Okay.
4.
Is there ship roll first?
You can try with the shuttle, but the shuttle's
The shuttle doesn't have much, right?
They're
not
crap.
great.
Who's the shuttle?
The crapo.
The crap out.
You need
Oh,
2,
no.
Yeah, you need 2 successes on like a 4.
And I'm using daring. Daring?
Daring, yeah.
And con.
Yeah. So you can roll for the ship if you want.
Yeah. Oh no. No. I did have 1 critical success, but 1 critical fail, and then another success. But I was going to use my formal initiate to re-roll the entitled pool.
Great. That sounds like
a great
that sounds like the
idea.
time to do it.
I'd like to use my talent call to action to have Lieutenant Nostrom, Lieutenant Commander Nostrom, prepare a minor action to assist. So lower the difficulty by 1.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
Thank you.
So you're looking for 3 successes and you're rolling 4 die.
Critical success, success. 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah, you start off a little rocky as you're like trying to like find a better place. You see that as you fly outside of the beam, the radiation begins to build up around you, and as you're flying lower, you do spot another clearing that is only 10 clicks from your destination. As you successfully land there, you know that you're outside of the beam now, but you have made a successful landing.
Nice. All right. That's 1 momentum on the board.
That's a
Wonderful.
Very good.
So, as you make preparations to leave your shuttlecraft and begin to hike through the jungle, you see that the other 2 ensigns are kind of like looking around nervously.
You got your phasers? You know how to use those things? You remember your training?
Yes, sir. I mean, I only practice at level 12, sir.
Well, you just stay behind Ensign Ava. She's gonna keep you right.
Yeah, you see, like, their bright blue uniforms on top, 1 rank pin on each of them.
ready to go.
They're used to going on away missions, but not during wartime.
I'll like pull my hiking boots tight and like just kind of like, nah, don't stray too far. And I'm like pointing at them with my hunting knife. It's like an 8-inch, like massive kind of Rambo blade. I just kind of like stick it in my belt, like, all right, you good? I don't want to lose nobody.
How about a command presence?
Sure.
And I'm sensing some nervousness and
You're sensing a lot of nervousness.
yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes though. This is kind of like somehow this works. Like you portray this like strength coming from like this waving of this casual knife wave. Like, okay, well if he's gonna wield a knife like that, maybe we're okay. Maybe we're fine. You see them, their jitters kind of settle as they, and you feel like their jitters go away as they're more focused on the mission.
Okay, good.
Right, lead on.
Let's try not to scare them.
For Starfleet! Sorry.
Oh, actually, apparently that worked. Very
Yeah.
good.
Well, you gotta trust it sometimes, Lieutenant Commander.
Yeah, nothing like a knife in the face. to
Ensign
really-
Ava, why don't you
Let's go.
get us there?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Let's be scanning the whole way and make sure these 2 are kept busy.
Absolutely.
Eyes up, eyes on a swivel. Actually, before we depart, Ensign Levine, Ensign Haddock, as we like the doors open, why don't you set up those pattern buffers? Set one of them up around this ship as our rendezvous point.
The pattern enhancer, sir?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
One is staying with the ship, right?
One staying
Yes.
there. Well,
Wait, one of us is staying with the ship?
No, they're coming. We're all going. We all go together.
Oh.
Nobody's getting left behind.
Okay.
Not well. We got
Halloween's
Dominion
family.
around here.
And you want me to just set them up here? Like
I want-
there?
Right by the ship.
Right here by the ship. Just sir.
As there's
I'll rendezvous.
Start to take it apart, placing a triangle of pattern enhancers,
Yeah.
a large enough area for all of you to step inside and get beamed out, hopefully.
Let's do a quick test on that. Can you attempt communications with the binary, please?
Absolutely.
Can I also, while
You're
this,
attempting communications with the binary?
Yes.
Okay. You click your comm badge, and you do get through to your captain. Away team. What's your situation?
We're away.
Thank you, Ensign Nuree. I mean, more details. Are you about to head out of your ship? What?
Yes,
Give me
we
a
are.
report.
We're about to approach the planet, sir.
Excellent. I'm going to call Commander Wrester now. Commander,
Yes, Captain. Go ahead.
it seems that our comms are a little shaky.
They might get even worse when we leave the range of the pattern enhancers. We just want to make sure that we could communicate from this point. We are about 10 clicks out and making our way to the target.
The tree line may cause interference, sir.
Very well, Commander. I suggest you keep an open comm link so that we understand when we lose contact with you. We will do everything in our power up here to continuously check for contact.
All right, make sure Dixon's got a lock. All right.
Dixon is still in engineering.
We should check every hour, sir.
You got it. Let's cut that time down with that fancy flying. So let's not dilly dally any longer than we need to down here.
Aye, sir.
Take us out.
You're looking at at least an 8-hour hike to your destination.
Understood. That's why we should check every hour on the hour.
And we'll keep in mind we only got 24 hours, so let's make it good.
Yeah, you spend the first hour and a half, minimal problems. You are able to move most of the brush aside with your hands.
Attic.
Do you shoot anything?
I'm just like he's hacking at them. I'm just
Vaporizing plants.
That's it. I'm annoyed with everyone and collecting botany samples.
Ensign, Commander, wait. The ecosystem, we can't just destroy everything here.
oh.
Tell that to the ionizing radiation.
And pulls out a tricorder. Oh my, that plant was alive for over 200 years and now it's cut up. I'll take a sample.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm not familiar with shame.
Me neither.
Can't win them all.
Am I sensing anything?
You're sensing a lot of distress from Ensign Levine.
Yeah.
She is very concerned about the plant life.
Yeah.
Ensign Haddock, you feel this sense of pushing away other feelings, they're trying
Closing
not to.
off.
Yeah, they're trying to close themselves off. It's not working great. They're not a Vulcan. They don't have that kind of training. For a human, he's doing a decent enough job. Is focused on the task at hand, which is you don't know. Nobody's talked to this poor fellow.
But still
He's just here.
still
Just
focused.
there.
He doesn't have a speaking role. Very
Yes.
concerned.
Yes.
Oh,
but
no.
but everyone's still focused.
Everyone is still focused.
Okay.
Hacking and slashing. Still phasing stuff. It's working out.
Awesome.
Sick.
Okay.
Can I also do a scan with my talent of constantly watching to attempt to detect any danger near us?
Definitely.
It's coming.
Yes. Does that just happen, or is that something you roll for?
Constantly watching. When you attempt a task to detect danger or hidden enemies, reduce the difficulty by 1. So if I
Interesting.
do a roll to scan my surroundings.
Okay. Let's just do a general sense of what's around you.
'Kay.
So I'm gonna say this is a difficulty 0 task.
Okay.
If you would like to roll,
Say insight and security?
that seems very smart. Yes. So with task 0, this is designed to allow players to build up their momentum. So for every success that you get, there's no consequence for not noticing things, but the more success you get, the more momentum you get.
But there's still complications, right? You
There can
still
be.
accrue complications.
Double success.
2 successes means 2 more momentum.
Nice.
As you survey the area, you catch sight of one of these twin tailed lizard things that have roamed. You see like swing from the treetops, but they are both larger and lighter than you expected, as it makes very little sound as it just kind of glides across. Even the tree that it swings from barely moves. These are very well-trained hunters.
Guys, these lizards. I don't. Watch out.
They've
Keep
got
an eye. They're above
parkour
us.
skills.
Yep.
I'm
They
aware
be
of
coming.
this existence. We should leave them alone.
I would like to attempt, again, using my focus of away team tactics, maybe like a fitness and command or security to just kind of like ease everybody else's like path through this and keep my away team pretty chill.
Yeah, you get 4 hours into your hike. This is, again, just lowering the difficulty of the hike overall. Nothing threatening has happened to your group as of yet. As you continue this hike, however, the jungle does get more dense. And as you start to like hack into some of the plants here, they are significantly firmer. The density of the trunks has increased. There's more vines and undergrowth. And you see a bit of a canopy developing. As you go into this part of the hike, you will be under cover.
Which means
Also, at
there's
this point of the hike, as you enter inside the tree line, your communications go down.
Captain, can you hear us?
I was aware of this, sir.
Yeah, you were right. All right, we're on our own, so let's stay extra frosty. And we'll press on. Ensign Ava, let's save the phasers. We're just gonna have to climb through this thick underbrush.
Have it at the
Kinda
ready.
like put my knife away.
Let's roll for that. Commander, I might have a solution to this. Oh, and you see Addie, Ensign Levine trip, and the petri dish that they were holding flips out of her hand and smashes into her face.
Oh, damn it! And I'll
just
go
be
and,
cleaning
like,
off and
grab and like.
Does
pick
anyone
them
have a
up.
dermal regenerator? And she's like picking glass shards out of her face.
I do.
Just settle down. You're fine. It'll be fine. Don't touch it.
It's not
Don't
the
touch
first
it.
time I've done this, sir.
Ensign Nuree, please. Can you?
Do you want to do it, or can you pass it to me?
However you're comfortable, but I'm fully trained.
If you're fully trained, great. I don't have any training. I was just gonna
Oh
wave
my
it
God.
around like
Oh
I knew what I was doing.
You're good.
Yeah,
So-
medicine and science.
Yeah.
Or reason, but I think either are fine. Or
Medicine
even
and
insight.
science.
Insight makes sense too.
Oh, maybe reason.
Reason?
Yeah, reason
Okay.
and science.
Reason. Do it. Reason and yep.
Oh, medicine.
it's 12.
Medicine.
2 successes.
Very well done. Yeah, you set the dermal regenerator on correctly, and as you move it around her face, all the glass shards have come out and is completely healed the superficial wounds of the shards in her face.
Lovely.
Good as new, Levine.
I'd still give her an extra shot just in case.
Commander, I don't feel so good. Something.
Tricorder.
Tricorder doesn't give you any. you like scanning her with like just your regular tricorder. She's like, no, medical tricorder, please.
Oh,
Who is the medical tricorder?
Me.
luckily, Ensign.
There it is.
Make a scanning check with but use medicine.
Use medicine, yeah.
Perhaps if we used all of our tricorders, it would create an extra strength tricorder.
Bigger try.
Quad quarter.
We're not in that century, Commander.
Oh, sorry.
No.
No.
That's
Not
just
at all.
Just a no.
Just a no.
Both knows.
Yeah, you like wave it across, and you're not detecting anything out of the ordinary, other than a spike in heart rate.
All right, you're just excited. Suck it up.
Oh, it feels like it's in my stomach. Okay.
She
Like,
might
what
have,
does it feel like?
they might have
Do you have like an analgesic?
Probably.
You think it's an allergic reaction?
scan their intestines.
You're telling me I'm fine. It's just my heart rate. I just want to calm down.
Okay, just take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth.
I'm sensing they're scared.
Have you tried yoga?
Oh god.
Oh, I've not tried yoga. Do I need to start right now?
They're scared, I'm scared.
Chill out. Everything is cool.
I don't even know downward dog.
Yeah, It's easy. I can show you later, but just calm down for now.
Make a presence check. This is a difficulty 2 to calm down the ensign.
I get 1.
This is 2. No, it's 2. Yeah, so you always get 2. And then this is presence and either command or...
Science?
Tell me how.
I feel it's related to sciencey things.
Like being logical and just like kind of like
Yeah, that thing.
throwing some big words out there that you like
Yeah.
mostly know how to use.
Mesospheric.
Done.
There you go.
Deal.
Nailed it.
Yep, sounds great.
That'd be cool if that was a real word.
It is now.
Hashtag mesospheric. Yeah.
Success.
Success.
She does calm down. Right. I guess. Yep. I thought I was onto something, sir. I thought maybe if we emitted the right frequency, that some of the plants would move out of the way.
Fair assessment.
An interesting theory. One I'd love to test.
You mean it, Commander? We can stay and test it?
Well, let's just take a minute. We'll take a few minutes, and I'll kind of reach into I got like a utility belt on, like all these like pockets and stuff. I'll pull out some extra rations, and kind of like let's just take a 5. It's a 5-minute little break. Ensign Ava, why don't you give us a perimeter, Lieutenant Commander?
Copy
can
that.
you go with them?
I can assist with
We're
them.
not wandering off on our own.
And that
I can
sounds like
continue.
an excellent time to take our own break. So we will be back in just a few short moments. Stay tuned, Questliners. Hey there, Questliners! Welcome back to Star Trek Adventures, where we're playing a 2D20 system by Modifius and are exploring the Dominion War aboard the USS Binary. Of course, we have just taken the Kalos back down to the surface of Tabor III, where our crew is under orders from Admiral Ross to retrieve a biomimetic life form that the Tamarians have discovered on this planet. The Tamarians have also basically nicknamed this place a hellhole in their language. So many things. Our crew is about 4 hours out from their destination and 4 hours away from their shuttle location where they were landing. Thanks to some beautiful flying by our Lieutenant Commander, Nostrom. You didn't have to hike for as long. So this 8-hour hike, which you've completed half of, you've just had your Ensign Levine trip and break their petri dish containing plant specimens, shards in their face. They complained of stomach aches, but were calmed down successfully and healed thanks to a dermal regenerator. It's for your skin.
It's for your skin.
How would you like to proceed? This dense jungle ahead of you. Your communications are down while you're in this denser part of the jungle. There's swinging lizards and things like that in the trees. Nothing's threatened you so far.
Are we able to like accurately track our destination and make sure that we're not deviating?
You do have a fix on your location, or your destination, yes.
All right, team, huddle up. We got another 4 hours of even harder terrain to cross. Levine, you feeling all right?
Feeling better now, sir.
I'll insist that you mind your footing, and if you're having trouble, you can just always lean on me, okay? You're not gonna get any demerits or nothing for asking for help.
Yes, sir.
Ensign Ava, why don't you scout ahead with Lieutenant Commander?
Copy that.
Hopefully he might be able to sense some hostility from these creatures should it come our way, and hopefully you can answer in kind.
Absolutely.
Ensign Nuree, you're with me. You and I, we're gonna discuss something along the way. But let's walk and talk, shall we?
Oh, yes, Commander. Walking and talking, sir.
Great. Let's move out.
I'll watch your back, you watch mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would like to use my focus, always be impressive, leaders never lose, to just try and like inspire the group to press on as, maybe a little bit harder than like a casual pace, to try and cut some time out of this.
Okay, I'll say this is a difficulty 3 presence and command check.
Okay.
And should you be unsuccessful in this, or should you be successful, I'll cut your time in half. It'll take you 2 hours to get to your destination. If you are unsuccessful in this, I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to increase
Sure.
the threat pool.
I'd like to, I'll buy some threat to take a dive.
Okay.
Looking for 3 successes on presence and command.
And while you make that roll, I'll remind our chat on Twitch, you can spend 100 biddies and give our players more momentum, or you can spend them to give me more threat. I can, of course, have infinite threat, whereas our players can only have a maximum of 6, which incentivizes them to use it more frequently.
3 successes.
3 successes. Excellent. Again, like this imposing nature, suddenly this like snap to that you may have seen a few times on the bridge, but you're not used to always seeing this side of Wrester. Away missions are where it's at for our first officer, and you just feel yourselves move into sync. You've cut away through the denser part of the jungle, and definitely can shorten your trip on this distance. However, after about another 30 minutes of hiking, you are able to spot something thanks to the diligence of our always aware Ensign Ava, survivor of the occupation on Bajor. You spot this first. You spot 3 of these lizards all hanging from a tree, just swinging back and forth, blocking your path.
Let everybody know this. I don't like the way those lizards are looking.
They're
I
moving
agree.
synchronicity.
It's quite beautiful.
I don't trust them.
It is rather engaging, isn't it?
It is.
Science, do we, if we gather anything from their behavior?
Yeah, I'd like to do a scan of them to find out what, if anything, would be threatening with their appearance or demeanor.
Interesting. Okay. Yep. That is a difficulty 2.
Can we use the 2 other science officers
Ooh, yes.
as crew support for
Yes,
a
absolutely.
+1 or a
Yes.
-1 to difficulty?
One does specialize in.
Yep. So this is
wild.
a check of 1, difficulty of 1. Being successful means you will discover something that is threatening to these creatures. Being unsuccessful carries a little bit more than just not knowing.
It's spicy.
It's spicy.
We'll take a
Wonderful.
You get the sense that it will probably be like misinformation.
Yeah, take a momentum.
I will take that momentum.
Wise choice.
Spending a momentum,
One more
you add a die
D20.
to your pool.
Yeah. So now 3. Here we go.
That is a big honking die.
Flatterer.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Like 1.
1 success. That's all you need.
That's all I need?
Yep, you just need 1. You see that Ensign Levine and Ensign Haddock have their own tricorders out and are doing the same scans as you, and you're all cross-referencing your data. And as you look up, you notice that you quickly, all of you, shut your tricorders. These things are quite sensitive to scans. It seems that
The frequencies.
the frequency jostles something in their ear bones and could wake them up.
And would I be sensing any of like agitation?
Of
It's
earbones?
really primal.
Yeah.
It's not agitation at the moment.
Or aggressive?
What you're sensing is survive. Like,
Okay.
this is, you're in sleep mode, and it is like you're dreaming of surviving.
Okay.
As you scan and you do perceive a threat to these things, there are aerial creatures, these large winged bats that threaten their species. They are as large as humanoids.
Oh, that's a big bet.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're talking like 2.1 meters.
So we probably resemble these bats, giving off these frequencies.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that, Commander. Did anyone bring a cape?
Check my utility belt.
I feel like you would.
We could fashion.
Just
Yeah, take off our uniforms and like hang them.
I'm sure we can science a wind drift under our uniforms.
Or we
And be
could,
flying squirrels.
as much as I don't like disturbing the plant life, we could also use parts of the canopy, cut them down, use the large leaves above us.
Can't we take the ones that have fallen already on the ground?
You pick one up and it's like papery, wrinkly, very
That was a shit idea. Move on.
A branch
Possible.
with a whole bunch of leaves on it.
Right, well, it's turning into Halloween real quick.
Let's go.
Who wants wings?
Me.
Yeah, I'll like kind of climb up a little bit.
Halloween, Commander?
Oh, it's a Earth thing. Old
Very
Earth.
old custom.
Old custom. We used to dress up costumes, go around getting candy.
It's
and the
rather
like.
exciting.
Actually, I believe it was a pagan holiday, pre-Christianity by about 2,000 years.
Right. Well, I didn't know
They're
that
not wrong.
part. That's
Ensign,
cool.
I didn't realize you took such an interest in Earth history.
Well, absolutely.
Being raised on the outer colonies, we had our own traditions.
Not Halloween, I assume.
No, hide the floof under the bed.
Floof under the bed.
What's a floof?
A floof is a large, very passive creature that inflates itself and can float away.
Oh.
In the atmosphere of our world, they actually kind of float where they want to go and have greatly advanced our understanding of movement in like low gravity environments.
Cool.
Well, if that
They're
just
also
ain't
pink.
They're also what?
Pink.
Pink. That brings me tremendous joy.
Yes, Ensign.
Hell of a story, kid. As I like hand them their wings, makeshift wings.
Are we the ones to be the bait?
Not bait,
Help.
per se, but
It's different than bait.
definitely
Welcome to Ensign life.
first to go in.
You see Ensign Levine like look at Ensign Haddock, who still hasn't said anything. It hasn't
like
been
this
addressed
one.
yet.
Someone go talk to him about fish and keep him busy.
Fish? I'm busy.
I have to check a sensor. Fish, I'm busy. I'm dying.
You see Ensign Haddock look at the rest of you.
Yeah.
Goes in there, is going to make a presence and command check of his own. And we're just gonna let the ensigns do this.
Well, I mean, I'd like
Terrible
to.
idea.
I would suggest that I would go in, sir, because I can sense when they're becoming agitated.
But he's already 2 steps ahead of you.
Okay.
Send you in.
Thank you.
You're great.
Yeah, why not?
Do you have your own costume?
What?
Yeah,
You get-
as you were talking about
fix that.
flips.
We all got costume.
Okay. Yep.
And they're
Oh,
resplendent.
everybody has wings.
Just in
Interesting.
case, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Slowly walking up, I will kind of raise the branch and leaves and then open up the tricorder.
Sir.
Okay. Oh, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
You attempt to get their attention.
Yes.
What kind of role would you like to make? This seems like presence to me
It's
as well.
definitely a presence, but I think I can also go with command.
Okay.
Because I'm a commanding individual.
Are you?
I mean, yeah, Lieutenant Commander.
All right, Lieutenant Commander, make
Okay.
that roll.
Okay.
If you are successful, I
Yeah.
will lower this difficulty by 1.
Okay. Just 2 dice.
2 dice.
Only use a full initiate to reroll my dice pool.
It is a new scene. Yes?
Yeah! 1 success.
Okay. You are able to, in tandem,
These dice are fired.
as you open up your tricorder, the scans emitted, because you're so much closer now, wakens the 3 lizards. As the ensign quickly shuts it in your hands, you work together to kind of flap your wings steadily. You hear this high-pitched screech from the lizards as they turn tail and run away.
Oh, well, that works swimmingly.
Or swing away.
Swingingly.
You see, like, their tails, like, their prehensile tails, like, working in tandem to just unbelievable speed through the treetops.
That's really cool, both tails going like that.
Drisk would love that.
Just good love that.
Drisk would love that.
Brethren!
And I also,
For the holodeck later.
I am your emperor.
I'm suspicious that they just ran off, and I want to do a check to see if there's anything.
Yeah, I figured the Bajoran might get suspicious. That seems like insight and security to me.
2 successes, and one of them's a critical success.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
You notice some very interesting features. One, these things turned tail and ran so quickly, they left a little something behind.
Oh, step
It
to
is,
Oh, shit.
Ew.
it is a set of eggs as one of them begins to hatch.
Oh, so cute.
We're not taking pets.
But Commander, we disturbed them.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
It looks up to you. You see, like, its eyes are still, like, mucusy and, like, as it pokes out of, like, its shell and pushes it aside.
Quick, take a picture for your Instagram.
Oh, hell yeah.
No flash!
Okay, well,
Flash off.
It's 24th century.
I never have.
Just a scan of it.
Have you seen it hollow
It's 3D
imagery?
Yeah.
There's no
Right away.
flash.
3D print.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do about this?
Hopefully they come back if we get the heck out of here in a hurry. Okay?
Commander, this is breaking my own prime directive here. I think we need to rescue these little ones.
Rescue, what are you gonna do? Put them in your pocket? You think Mama's gonna like that a little bit more than just leaving it behind?
Absolutely, Commander. I think we can give it a better life if we take it with us.
I think that
And
Request denied.
Ensign Levine is going to use a point of determination.
Okay.
And
I find it
challenge her
interesting that you
values
called
here.
it your prime directive.
Attempting to stand up to your orders to move on, she is trying to convince you to take them with you.
All right. How does that work? We're gonna roll something.
Let's call it an opposed roll for now.
This would be a challenge to my value, like it or not. You
Yeah.
do what I say.
Okay. So command presence again for you. And
Okay.
You're gonna threaten with the knife again?
she's
my knife
going
here.
to do the same.
Not great.
Uh-oh.
1 success.
Arner.
Critical fail. And a fail.
dang it.
She doesn't have points of command. She's wearing blue.
Oi!
Yeah, she kind of like stands up. I'm so sorry, Commander.
Just like
didn't
place
mean
a
to-
hand on her shoulder, like, I understand you're excited and this is all a lot to take in, but we are not taking these poor infant creatures with us. If you'd like a sample of the egg and maybe some of the material inside of the egg, you can feel free to study that. But let's keep moving.
That's called
No, Commander, I'm a
Get the gold.
botanist.
You know, well then I'm not sure why you wanted a little pet. You can grab a plant.
I didn't join the Federation to kill animals, Commander, but
We're not trying to kill these animals. We were unaware of their presence, but it is the prime directive not to interfere as much as possible.
Absolutely correct.
So we weren't aware that they were a parenting throuple.
yes, sir, I will follow your prime directive, not my own.
you'll follow Starfleets, and I'll kind of like nudge them along a little bit, like, let's get out of here in a hurry, folks.
Sounds like a
Hopefully,
great idea.
mamas can get back here.
Ensigns,
Absolutely.
Take care
are we
of these little
focused?
Yep.
I
Absolutely,
don't know
sir.
what that was, but let's move on.
There were some gases. It was in my eye.
Oof.
I apologize.
Ready.
Ready.
I'll spend some thread. You hear the flapping of wings as you leave the
It's
clearing.
not good.
You can hear like. And so Levine just continues on.
Circle of life, kid. Let's move.
Pressing on.
Yeah, as you hear the wings descend behind you, you hear slurping noises, and then wings again as they fly away.
Good slurping noises or bad slurping?
Can we not see? Like, is it dark?
No, I need to know
You've
this
walked.
first.
You've walked ahead of it,
Yeah.
further
Okay.
into the jungle.
Yeah.
You can hear the flaps, like
Yeah.
you know it's the creatures that hunt these things.
No.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Life.
the babies got eaten?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Potentially. You
I
can
haven't-
see it, but
No.
potentially.
No. Absolutely not. That was crap.
I believe the
Fact.
commander
Are
said
you going to
circle
challenge your
of
values?
life.
What's that?
Are you going to challenge your values to go?
Trust me, it hurt me more than it hurt you.
You also don't know that's what happened. You just heard.
But it's
Folk-
logical that if we heard eating noises.
Yeah, and it's
flapping-
likely that hundreds of these eggs are being eaten a day by the other creatures that also deserve a chance at life. I'm sorry that we might have tipped that scale on this little clutch, but I almost guarantee those cute little buggers will get busy if we get the heck out of here.
There's probably more they're going to encounter soon. I suggest we keep moving.
I agree with
I agree.
I apologize for my insubordinates.
Not
It won't
being
happen again.
insubordinate. You're always welcome
I
to share.
hope not. It's been a bit of a blue day, let's call it. Moving on.
Let's move on.
See, like the three blue shirts at the back of the
He's
wall.
like,
Yeah.
Solidarity.
We're like, this sucks. This is the most bummer trip I've ever been on. Sorry.
Would you like some crochet?
I really would.
I've been hiking. I've been working on this. And Levine hands you a little something,
Wow.
and you hold in your hand like a very small ficus, like leaf.
That is so sweet. And if I had the ability to cry, I would.
That means a lot coming from someone like you. Up. Let's go.
We press on.
Pressing on deeper into the jungle, you are approaching the coordinates that you have detected. Ever watchful. Help me with a roll here.
okay.
Maybe I can help you. I'm going to be scanning ahead for something. And I'm going to say that either I can relay this information to you. If I'm successful, we'll make it easier. Or vice versa. You can point something out and have it scanned.
Okay.
What do you feel more inclined to do?
Let's try the first option.
So I'm going to scan something and then make it easier for you to check. Okay. A success. This will make it slightly easier for you to detect something. As you see Levine, hey, Ensign, what do you see up ahead? Your eyes are better than ours. And go ahead and make your insight security check.
One success.
As the ensign points it out, you see this oddly shaped plant. It looks almost like an upside down heart, but the way like the tendrils of the plant are coming out, each one has like little pricks of like something red on it. You see that. Who's leading this? Are you in the front there, Wrester, or
Yeah, I think it was me and Ava on this
you and
leg.
Ava? Yeah. The two of you are getting pretty close to it. If you want to stop them.
Yeah. Put my hand out.
Ensign. No fraternizing.
No, look.
Oh.
Commander, I think we found a very poisonous plant.
Oh.
But the way that it moves suggests that it would be able to ensnare us if we get too close.
Damn. Suggestions?
Keep our distance.
Ensign!
It's trying to kill us.
just
What?
a plant. It's
We
just,
can't
we're
kill
in
it.
its home.
Don't. We keep
not a
our distance.
Cardassian.
Can we move around it?
We can try. You see, like, it's particularly thick on one side of it, kind of like
Yeah.
it's positioned knowing that you'd have to kind of move through there with ease. You could go the other direction. Did you
I
notice
kind of look up to the canopy. Does it look like we might be able to navigate
above it?
above it through the trees?
This is possible.
All right. How good at climbing are all y'all?
We're about to find out, I guess.
I believe I'm physically fit. In the holodeck.
Fitness, sir?
Well,
We're science officers, sir.
That's no excuse.
You're still an officer.
do you have any other recommends to getting around this thing? We are on a time schedule. I'd like to remind all y'all.
Climbing the tree, sir.
And I will try and help. I'll try and I'll go up and like kind of reach down to like get people up and then like climb around and like just trying to bridge the gaps for the ensigns and anybody else who looks like they're struggling.
I want to help
Having
the other
fun.
science ensigns too because
Can I use a
Solid.
focus to help?
How?
Survival.
Yeah, that makes sense for you. So what I'd like is for each of you to do your own fitness check, and with your focus that will increase your critical range.
Okay, so just fitness?
Yep, fitness, and it makes sense for like you're kind of commanding everyone to go through. You've got the ensigns who kind of like scanned for like the best possible route to give them an advantage. Con officer, how are you going to get through this area?
By leading by example.
Oh, okay. Yep. This sounds like fitness and command.
You darn tootin'.
Great. Ensigns.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
mark the time when
Right.
I switched accents.
Oh no!
6:57.
Time of death.
We're 1 for 1. Get over it.
That means everyone has to switch one accent.
Accent-
Don't make us
accent
for a
roulette.
second time.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Oh yeah, right. 2 successes.
Wow.
So I go with fitness and security using survival.
Yeah. So you crit on your fitness total. So 1 to whatever your value is there.
My fitness total is 11.
Oh, sorry, the other one.
Security, so 4.
4.
Okay.
Thank you. So 1 through 4 is a critical success for you.
2 successes and 1's a crit 1.
4 successes. Piling it up. How'd you do, Nuree?
Hey there.
Okay.
No successes?
Doing good. What?
No?
I don't know. I haven't rolled yet.
Okay.
Um,
Two
okay.
dice. So fitness has to be one of them.
Yes, it does. And I feel like it would be good to have a knowledge of xenobotany, which I have in my focus.
Sweet. Oh, sweet.
And I want to use that because I think I can navigate the people helping them up because I know,
Perfect.
You know things.
I know where to stick things.
Yeah, you and Ensign Levine like have
Where
a
to
lot
climb
of
things.
knowledge when it comes to like alien plant life, and use that to your benefit.
Yeet. So, how does that relate to the discipline? Can that be science?
Science.
Okay, perfect.
So what is your science score?
So 12 for fitness
it's-
and science.
4 is science.
4. So 1 through 4 is a crit for you for this check.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That didn't work at all. Let's do something else.
No
That
successes.
one's good.
No, it's not. It's a 5.
Yeah, that just means you're critical. The other dice might prove complicated.
You just gotta be underneath
But-
those added.
You mean the nat 20?
Uh-oh.
It's only
But that
fair
was
to
one
mention
success
that.
and
One
one crit
success
fail.
and one interesting mishap.
Which makes it a little interesting.
Interesting. The ensigns also had a success, bringing our total successes to enough for this group check. As
Check.
each of you find your own way up. However, Ensign Nuree, your complication I'm going to take into effect right now.
Okay.
Pick a piece of equipment and have it fall too close to the dangerous planet. That will make recovery of this piece of equipment difficult.
Yeah. Pick a piece of equipment.
Like your tricorder or maybe the medical kit.
Well, we do have 2 medical kits. So one of them could fall.
Do you have both of them?
Yes.
I would say both of them would have to fall then.
That's not okay. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit of a shit shot, so I'm gonna drop my phaser.
Yeah, okay. As you're climbing, you're like so focused, you've got this, it's going great, and then you hear clunk, clunk, clunk down the tree trunk. As your phaser falls, you see that the setting changes as it falls. No, it doesn't. It's 21st century. We've figured that out.
Good.
It just
Screenshot's really embarrassing.
Can you imagine every time like Riker just like leans on a console, the ship like veers.
Left, right.
The national telemeter's offline.
Oh no.
Oh no, the holodeck save days. Your phaser tumbles away.
Awesome.
And to
Awesome.
get it back is gonna be tough. Like we're talking a difficulty 4.
Oh, that's so...
Dudes, I have lost my phaser.
Park?
I'm carrying a lot of other
dudes?
stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just mark it down as L&D. Try not to lose anything else. Make a good example for the young'uns.
It happens, Ensign.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We're fine. Just stay in the middle. Or take... Ensign Haddock, would you give Ensign Nuree your phaser, please?
Yeah, I like this. In the tree.
This is the kind of ensign that's what I'm all
That's
about.
reckless. Oh, still with the Vulcan fist bump.
It's a tradition, sir.
Very cute.
You continue along to the coordinate destination. You come upon the entrance to a cave system where you are getting readings of this odd life form. The Tamarians have already given you the scans for it, so you can verify what is the life form. However, it is hidden. I know. Looking at you got this. This life form has taken on the shape of something inside of this cave.
The shape of something.
Shape of...
Can we...
You're scanning around, and like it's gonna be, unless you get like right up to it,
yeah.
you're not gonna be able to differentiate it.
Oh, we have a distance of how far we are from it.
You're within this like 400 like square meter area of inside this cave.
Okay.
You will be able to find it.
Can we use a momentum to obtain information from the Tamarian scan? Perhaps Ensign Nuree and Ensign Ava maybe take another look at that Tamarian wording in their report. Maybe you can gather a little bit more information about what's inside this cave.
Copy that?
So spending that point of momentum, you are able to ascertain that the way that the Tamarians detected this biomagnetic life form is that they were collecting samples from the surface and happened upon it accidentally. One of their samples suddenly just turned into this like silvery golden glue, like goopy, like slime form.
That's the code.
and then when they touched it, accidentally, of course, it
Arms wide open.
arms wide open, indeed.
Mom spaghetti?
It was an accident.
It took them right to Tanagra, you know? Straight past. Vlad didn't even know what to do.
These things happen.
The thing was able to like duplicate the tools that they introduced into the environment. The gloved hand inside of the box that they were using, it was able to mimic a vast variety of things. And once it was able to assume those forms, it was indistinguishable from other forms of that type.
I think I might know what we're dealing with here.
We believe this might be some kind of, you're thinking maybe like a proto-shifter?
I think this might be a changeling.
Oh,
Changeling itself.
out here? That doesn't make any sense.
In this quadrant?
Maybe it's a baby.
Maybe it's a baby.
That far from the collective?
I don't really know much about changelings. I know lots about xenobiology, xenobotany.
Both.
Wow.
Woof.
You don't know what Haddock's specialty is. It's just
No. Yeah.
maybe it's
Would-
following orders.
Would I know about the fact that they sent out the 100? Or probably not.
Not a ton. You know about Odo. You don't know a ton about
Okay.
Let's
that
stay.
kind of information's pretty
Okay.
scant.
Restricted.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's stay
What?
vigilant, and move in pairs as we enter this place.
How
Let's
how
go-
convenient. There's 6 of us.
Well, you know, I don't make mistakes. It's all about them away
Is
team
there-
tactics.
How many tunnels are there?
There are only 2 main tunnels in this thing. It's
Well,
not-
then we go in threes.
Sensible.
Sounds good.
Can I make a suggestion, Captain, that we don't put all the science ensigns in one group?
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm not
That's
sending
it.
a lot of y'all.
All sides together. Security commander and flight commander together.
I believe we've had HR meetings about this, Lieutenant Commander.
You are correct. You're very correct.
Ensign Ava, you'll take Ensign Haddock and Lieutenant Commander Nostrom.
Copy that.
Ensign Nuree and Ensign Levine, you're with me.
Where are the kids?
you see Haddock and Levine like hug each other and then get back.
Keep it professional. It's above the board, okay? We'll be just fine. We're gonna follow protocol and we'll be just fine. You understand?
Yes, sir. He bunks down the hall for me.
I don't need to know. Can we test
We're
our
on the
like?
lower decks. There's no. We don't have our own rooms.
Yeah, well, I know. I've seen it. I never. Anyway,
Sonic shower hour is something, sir.
I've heard only tales. Do our communicators work in between one another?
They seem to.
Ensign Nuree, before we split up, can you see? Do we have a sense of the source of our ionic radiation?
The source of this, the ionic radiation is in the mesosphere. It's a real word.
Oh my God. Is that true?
The mesospheric conditions of this planet could be described as ionic.
And me is iconic.
How ironic.
Nailed that
Oh,
vocabulary.
Settle down, Commander. Not sure it's ironic at all.
I'm sorry.
You're an inside person.
I had to.
Inside person.
I'm an outside person.
I had to.
You split up into your 2 groups and head in. What?
Binary team 3, 2, 1. Get back safe.
Binary,
Prime directive.
binary team 1 and binary team A. That way it's fair.
We get to be team 1.
Sure, whatever
Okay.
you like.
And we're A because we're head of
We're on the
class.
same team.
Yeah, you're on the same.
Aren't we all?
You, me, and
Well, I want to
Levine
be
are going.
A, so we can
Oh,
be
I'm
the
going
class.
Sam and
with
Haddock are going.
Commander, copy that.
I wanted to be number
Thank
one.
you. All right.
Those numbers with
Let's
you.
start with Team A,
A.
Okay.
which is Ensign Nuree, Ensign
oh.
Haddock, and our commander,
Oh, great. I guess we're one.
the Wrester.
Oh, yeah.
I'll press on ahead. And just kind of keep an eye out for any kind of odd, bionic, or out of place.
Since there are two paths, how would you like to discern which one? Or would you like to just tell me heads or tails?
Hey, I like that. Heads or tails? Let's go with heads.
Tails, so you will take the other direction.
Okay.
As you begin your exploration of the entrance of the cave, you see that it opens up a little bit and then it branches out into two different directions. You see your scans are revealing that there are high concentrations of what appear to be copper in this cave. Heading deeper into your half of the cave, how would you like to look around and find things? You can smell like this almost acidic quality to the air. You see that there are very odd lichens growing and hanging from dripping rocks as you go deeper and deeper into this area.
I'd like to take we'll take a little bit of time making detailed scans of each one of the organic materials that we find, and start Ensign Nuree taking note of where it's growing and how it's growing, and keep our eyes out to see if it's out of place anywhere.
Copy
We
that.
descend down. I would like to. Guess I'd like to try and use maybe like control and security to just keep like a vigilant eye on my two science babies.
Okay.
Bibis.
Haddock's following behind quietly. Has like their double flashlight on one wrist, kind
Oh
of
my god.
throwing around, scanning with the other.
Oh yeah, the little wrist lights. What the fuck? Oh, not great. One success.
Okay. As you continue into the cave, let's go to team 1.
How is it
Juan.
It is.
I mean, I'm confused.
Seeing that they have taken one direction, you head the other. And as you get deeper into your cave, you see much the same. These copper veins that are running through the rock on your side. You also see like these lichen hanging from various rock formations in the ceiling. You've got about 10 feet of clearance. So it's not a ton, but it's enough. It doesn't seem to be narrowing as you go down, but you do begin to hear the sound of rushing water.
Okay.
And as you look around, you can't see any water. You do see like
we
some
also
dripping
feel it?
on the sides. How would you like to feel for it?
Presence and science.
Why presence?
Because I sense everything. Empath, yo.
Empathic water. I mean,
Yeah.
Totally. You don't know?
okay.
Maybe
I mean,
you
I'd say
If anybody does, it's you.
It's you.
to sense water in such a way, I'd say it's a difficulty 3 task.
Oh my god.
You can do it.
The hole is wet. You can always buy momentum with threat.
Threat?
To check if the hole is wet.
Yeah,
Oh, not
it's a wet threat. You don't know.
Okay. I would actually like to use a determination.
Determination.
Yes. To special technique, I would like to gain the benefits of a talent for the scene. Prerequisites must be met, obviously. The GM can veto. It can represent incidental knowledge, the benefits of the equipment or special circumstance.
And what talent would you like to use for sensing?
Yes. What talent would you like to use?
the wetness beyond
wetness?
this cave?
Wetness.
It's just like, obviously, it's reactions of other people and how they are approaching the humidity and the wetness of this hole.
Yeah, the supreme wetness that is going on here. You take a page out of Commander Wrester's book. As you start to make your team also help you, like, guide the check. This will bring it down to a 2 because of your use of your away team.
Okay. It got really warm in here all of a sudden.
Is this a focus for you?
It's an uncomfortable temperature.
Let's call it a focus for you.
Yeah,
Did
it'd be
you
a
use some
focus.
Determination?
Yeah, I'd be focused.
So, what's the lower number there? It's your fitness score? No, sorry, not fitness. You're using presence
Presence and science.
and science. So what's your science score?
2.
So 1s and 2s will crit.
1s and 2s?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Ha! 1 success.
1 success. You place your hand upon the wall, making sure you don't hit any of the wet spots. You were told not to get wet here. As you put your hand up to one of the walls, you don't really feel anything. You go over to the other side, and you feel a pressure, like a rushing behind the rock. You have a good sense that this water that you hear is directly opposite.
Okay.
If you were to put a crack in the wall,
Rupture, anyway.
could potentially get quite wet.
Oh, dear. No one wants that.
Everyone does.
Not when
No.
there's a
No, we're-
plethora of very dangerous
We would be-
microscopic
we would
life
be-
forms
add
in
water.
water.
Exactly. And we would also drown.
Also fair.
Was the possibility.
Can't swim?
In a cave? Filled with water? We would drown. Wait, who said that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just like a.
Who said that?
Report.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, your communicators are still working in
Okay.
range and are able to.
I relay the
communicate with each other.
information of.
You still can't hail the ship, but you can hail each other.
but each other. I would like to, relay information just in case, so that they don't use fire, phaser fire, and. Well, just to be careful.
That's fair. Understood.
Back to Team A. Are you? Did you relay the information about the water?
Darn tootin'.
What do you do with this information? Do you try to detect the water as well, or?
Well, I'll just turn to my science babies. So if there's water, do we have reason to assume that this entity, creature, organism might be drawn towards the water, or is it something that they might, steer clear from?
Well, it's possible that they live in the water and out, sir. May I conduct a scan so I can learn more?
By all means.
Dude. like opens up his tricorder and just tricorder bump. You scan it together.
Tricorder bump.
He's gonna try and help you,
Excellent.
and it's successful. This will increase your chance of detection by 1.
Wonderful.
So you're doing science and reason. Let's go. So +1 with those together, so 13.
13.
Nice. This is a difficulty 1 task.
1. Both.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna gain some momentum over here. And while that's happening, you scan the side, and you find that the water actually isn't very strong over on your side. In fact, you could say that one of the sides is hollow.
Ooh. Is there enough water running through it that it might be a water slide?
You're uncertain.
Can I find out?
Do you want to open up this rock face?
Sure.
How would you like to do this?
What?
He's not.
You're not there.
We're not there.
What do you want?
What?
Who said that? What?
While you think of a way to excavate the rock,
Sorry, what?
Copy that.
whether it's with a phaser or some sort of blunt force.
I don't think I need blunt force because with my astrobiology, botany, xenobiology, I know what is in the natural environment that will react to it. So I'm gonna go and gather up a little bit of moss that's like all around, like the darkest cracks, and wave it all the way over the rock. Makes it fall away. Question mark?
I see you're trying to get increased fusion plasma reaction. Maybe with your phaser cranked right up might work a little bit better.
In order to detonate it?
Yeah, I assume that's what you're up to.
Well, the
Ensign
moss
Levine,
should-
Can you give a hand?
Oh, right, Levine's with you.
Yeah, Haddock's with them. 'Cause Haddock doesn't have a
Meh.
phaser.
This is sad.
Neither do I.
Well, I think you're on the right track. If you gather this moss together, and the rubbing motion that you're using could induce a exothermic reaction, we would just need enough of it. I'd say 1.2 kilos.
Oh,
We might be gathering for like an hour.
shit. I was wrong about that. I'm sorry, I had a goblin moment.
You
What?
weren't wrong. It just requires a lot more.
And what's the benefit of us opening up this water vent?
Just with my knowledge of the xenobiology, I thought that I could do it without more harm than setting off my phaser, sir, but I don't think I can.
Right. What would you recommend? Should we press on or
Oh, I think we should blast the shit out of it.
blast the shit out of it? All right. And I'll kind of relay like we're gonna spend a little bit of time here collecting some of this moss. It has a reactive property. We're gonna try and bust open the water vent and enter from this side. It seems like the water flow is quite low in this section. We have reason to believe that this might be one of the paths that our entity took. I would recommend that y'all press ahead and see what else you can find. Wrester out.
Godspeed.
Copy that. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Haddock's with you.
And what does Haddock do?
He likes fish.
Oh, thumbs up. Thank you for agreeing with the commander. Any suggestions?
So our tricorders don't scan very far in here. That's what you were saying before.
Allocating some budget. Well, since you asked my opinion, I feel like I can give it to you freely. I believe we can enhance sensor resolution in here if we kind of cobble together your tricorders. I could form it into a quadquarter, indeed.
But there's only 3 of us.
Not necessary. By setting up these tricorders in series,
Right.
their combined power would be enough.
So 3 tricorders with the power of 3. Wouldn't that be like 9?
A super.
You're forgetting about, you're forgetting about the exponential difference of the 3. When combined in series, they will indeed work better.
There's definitely a real mathematician out there having a real hard time with this. Yes, okay. Copy
Everything's
that.
cool.
Shall we assist it? Shall I assist?
Oh, please. My technical expertise in this area is quite high, but I would enjoy your help, Lieutenant Commander.
Of course. Yeah, okay. I can advise.
Ensign, I don't believe we need any phasers for this.
Copy that. I'll keep watch.
Just like imagine this image
you do?
of you
So,
just like
so how are you assisting, sorry?
Well, I can
Did
assist with like an advisor. If they like say like they failed, I can have them re-roll it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Because they got 1 success and a critical fail.
Okay.
You want them
Sounds
They
like a
re-roll the
re-roll
critical fail
to me.
twice.
Yeah, you see, like, as they combine the 3 tricorders, about to put another piece in.
Yeah, I sense their nervousness and I say, hey, breathe, take your time.
I've reversed the polarity. I'm so sorry.
Re-roll that d20.
Roll it.
Much gooder?
Critical success.
Ooh.
You negate the complication and turn it into wow.
Nice.
So was that 2 critical successes? Is that what I heard?
It is 1 critical success and a success for a total of 3.
Nice.
This is going to give you more momentum, and this is also going to give you a quad quarter.
Quad quarter. Very good.
Fourth quarter. Wonderful.
Triple tricorder.
So I believe you have the honor.
Oh, thank you.
It's just like perfectly like stacked and somehow still like
Well balanced.
yeah, it feels good.
It does feel good.
Nice job.
Oh my god. Is that autographed?
I work best. No,
It is? Wait,
I
who
work
said
best
that?
outside the lab.
It isn't.
Sorry, I've got this open all the time. I'm a bit bored. Thank you.
Your communicator badge is still on, Nuree. Ensign Nuree.
It's draining power.
Shit. Sorry. Shit.
Great.
Don't
So
swear over the
activate
radio.
the enhanced tricorder.
This one makes a better sound.
As you scan the rest of the cave vicinity that you're in, the life form's not in this part.
Okay.
Okay.
Does it register at all?
You're pretty sure it's on the other side.
Oh.
Team A,
Oh no.
right? Yes.
Okay.
They're team 1.
Yeah.
Relay
Yes.
information.
Yeah, we heard you. It's all the whole time.
It's echoing through the
Yeah, I'm just like cutting away moss and
Yep.
like collecting it and like tossing it to the side and like.
Yeah. Picking our way.
How we doing, guys?
So if you spend an hour doing this, you will collect enough moss to create this exothermic reaction, which will heat up the rock around and create a hole.
At your leisure, Ensign, we're here conducting your experiment.
Yep. I believe that we have enough right now, Commander.
Yeah, we spent that.
Yeah, you
time
spend an
with
hour.
those,
You
like,
get in there.
Yeah.
The 3 of you also helping like pile up this moss, and as you do, you all have to begin rubbing it together with your hands, and you feel like the warmth transferring to it as the reaction starts. You each throw your little piles in with the bigger pile as it begins to go, and you see a 2-meter hole open up in front of you.
It just opens.
Roll it like crumbles.
Oh, it disintegrates.
Like,
Yeah, breaks it away.
really calm. Like there's no violence to this force.
Oh.
It's just as if like
Swift.
as if sand,
Yeah.
more sand.
Okay.
Back to more scene.
More.
So we now have a hole. Now
Oh, well, that is a piece of work there, Lieutenant Commander. Why don't you stick that little triple ditty in there? See what we can scan.
it just resonates down the chamber.
Yeah, this will make your scanning tests at a -1 difficulty.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
So go ahead and scan what's beyond.
With reason
Reason, yeah.
and
Science
science.
seems logical.
Now,
could I-
this is the power of science.
Could I attempt to, with my engineering background, offer up my trinullium wire to create an advantage? He rolled already.
You like
Oh shit.
you like go to like
Anyways.
hand some equipment.
That's
out
okay.
and-
I got this. I got 2
This mo-
successes.
2 successes.
Yes.
Nice. That's enough.
Meets it, greets it.
Yeah, you stick your quadcorder into the hole and begin to scan around. And as you do so, you detect no water whatsoever. It's bone dry. It's moist out here in the cave that you're in. I'm so sorry. as you... Do you want to go in? Do you want... Like, it seems like the life form might be behind you.
And is it rather close?
It's got to be right behind this wall.
So it's
just over.
right behind it. Sort of like, is there like an inspection with light that I can kind of peek my head in, take a look? Scan?
From your training for the war, you know that in order to scan for some sort of like changeling, if that's what you've been calling it so far, you could sweep your low-level phaser across it, and that might irritate it enough to expose itself.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Someone else might. I know that there's another individual that wants to use their.
But it's got to be on low. Understand?
It's on low.
Okay. Well, I believe you.
Don't point it at us.
I did and it was up.
Don't point it at the ceiling either.
I know. God.
It's on low.
It's on low.
Okay, everybody else, stand on the ready.
Still in a cave. Okay.
Standing ready, sir? Yes, standing ready.
Holy shit, Haddock. I just wasn't sure. The first time I heard your voice, just surprised me is all.
I will step back
Surprise me too, sir.
while you use your phaser.
Okay, this is a difficulty 1 check, normally.
So using mine first and then roll for damage, or there's no damage, right? Because it's just a. Where is there?
There's going
How
to
am
be.
I
That's a
rolling this?
bone dry hole.
You can roll as low damage as you think is enough to irritate this being.
Wow. I need to do some scanning.
There's no threat when the hole is wet.
See?
Vulcan logic at its finest. So normally this is a 1, but I'm going to make it 2 by spending some threat.
Unreal.
Right.
Okay.
At work right now.
Can I, yeah, you said you. Can I also attempt to maybe like scoop up some of the leftover exothermic moss and like kind of like toss it down like one side of the hole to like in the hopes of creating like a heat barrier, like so it's just more difficult if it wants to go that way, so we kind of control, you know, should we discover it, it can only go one direction. And
It's just like a hollow opening. It's not like there's any like slide. There is no slide.
oh, so just like an opening.
Yeah, Ensign Nuree thought there might have been a water slide behind here.
Oh,
There
I
is-
see.
It's just like a pocket that was.
Okay. I understand.
But you can throw stuff in there.
Yeah. I just want to.
Okay, so-
attempt to create an advantage.
Okay, if you can create this advantage, you'll have an easier time of being successful.
And am I sensing anything?
No. Well, you're sensing your crewmates.
Great.
They're a little unfocused, but
Of course they are.
it's normal. It's normal.
2 successes.
Hell yeah. A lot of focus from your commander.
I'm super focused. I get to use the
so
phaser. It might not be blowing shit up, but I get to use my
I'm
phaser.
talking about the other ensigns. One just
About
realized
me?
he could talk.
That's true. Weird.
Great.
One still feels like they're in trouble, so she's a little. So with that success, you can increase your range by 2. So add 2 to your total.
Add 2 to my total.
So it would be what is that?
total.
Insight and
That's interesting. I like that a lot. Yes, insight and
security.
yeah, that makes really good sense. And then +2 from the commander's help.
So to be 15, and I'd like to buy another dice.
Let's go. Spending
I
on
vow.
momentum.
What? It's a bit excessive.
Oh, the more successful.
It'll be fun.
I guess that.
Crush it.
That is 2 successes.
Very nice. How many damage die would you like to roll? With the help in the 2 successes, you're gonna need to do enough damage to make this thing uncomfortable. So 1 or 2 damage is probably not enough.
Okay. If 1 or 2 is not enough. So with this, okay, so with this is a 7. So this is how many?
So you have 7 plus 1 because of your talent.
So I could total roll 8.
8, but you can roll less. And I know you're doing it non-lethally. So
Right.
you can do all 8 with non-lethal, but there's more chance of complication coming up.
Right. 4, 5, 5, 5.
Okay.
We go 5.
5. Let's go. Yeah, increasing it to a moderate setting. Setting it to wide beam. Let's go.
4 4s and a 6.
4 4s? Wow!
I got a little excited.
The fours are with you.
Would you like to re-roll those at the cost of 2 momentum?
Yep.
Oh, no.
So, emptying out our momentum pool.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to keep them. Haha.
And I'm doing it. Go.
No, I can't.
You could help re-roll.
I use that.
You
one.
used it. Yep.
It's 3s and 4s that go away, so I have
Right.
3 5s and a 6.
3 5s and a 6. So that is 4 damage and 4 effects from your phaser. That will be enough to compound. As you do your sweep of the cavern, you see that the entire surface of this little inner cavern thing begins to liquefy. And you see the silvery liquid just kind of form up into a little ball. And it just kind of spreads out and like forms and like spreads out again. You aren't sensing anything. You cannot read this life form.
Okay.
It's like there's a void there. Of
Interesting.
We have something to get.
It's a Levine. Give me one of them containments.
Yep, containment. Yep, I have it in my backpack, sir.
And I'll just kind of like tap you on the shoulder, and kind of as I like look in there, I'll dive in to try and like scoop it up.
Scoop it all up. This will be a difficulty of 3,
Okay.
Nuree.
with success meaning that you capture it completely and no problems.
Just a single success.
No, 3 successes will give you no will give you the
Okay.
unit completely
Yeah.
contained. Less than that, it's going to be partially contained. And then if you get no success whatsoever and or complications, this thing could react in a volatile way.
I think you might want to buy some momentum.
Yeah, I'll
Pools are really empty.
I'll-
Great
I'll-
time to
I'll-
remind that if you're in chat on Twitch, you can spend 100 biddies and add some momentum to the players, or add some threat for me.
Whichever tickles your fancy. We
I'll
won't
buy
judge.
1 die with threat. I'll also could I use my KO specialist? As I am an expert in Terran double hand.
I love it. Yep. Yep.
To add another die or lower the
I
difficulty.
mean, you need 2 hands for this.
Yeah.
That sounds like tearing double hand to me.
Here we go.
And confirm.
4 die.
And you also have untapped potential. Doesn't that mean that if you can roll 1, or is that only for...
I don't know. For which they bought 1 or more die. Yeah, that would be a damage die.
That's just damage. Okay. Not bad.
2 crits, 1 success, and a 19.
Oh! Yeah, you did.
So, yeah, that's huge. More than a
Go, Wrester.
Wrestler, wrestling,
5 successes.
wrangling, ripper.
That sounds like momentum for us.
You anticipate this thing's movement. It begins to reform into the thin layer of surface that you saw all around this cavern. And as it begins to do so, you kind of like do this scooping motion. Use the lid to pry off one
Yeah.
of its like pseudopods.
As I like kind of dive in there, I'll just like pull my knife out and like throw it on one side so it like hits, and it like as it retracts, I'll like land on the other side and like scoop it up in like a little tuck and roll, and like slap that lid back like on there, kind of like.
Nice moves.
Do you catch it?
Yes, I do.
Very impressive.
You catch it. You've successfully captured the biomimetic life form, whatever it may be.
Well, if you don't get dirty, you didn't do it right. That's what I always say.
I thought that was a myth. I don't
Do
feel
you
so
head
good.
out of the cavern now?
Well, as a mission success, are there any other valuable readings we might be able to get from that? Is this like a local creature, or what are we dealing with here?
This organism, we still haven't done enough tests to ensure that it is even from here.
And you're not vibing or anything?
I'm not getting anything from it.
We can probably assume that it's not terribly intelligent.
Or
This
aggressive.
Could be a proto changeling, some type
Have you
of
tried using the quadcorder yet,
creature.
sir?
I haven't turned it off.
Excellent, sir. Power is draining.
Why don't you help Ensign Nuree,
Oh, no.
why don't you give them a hand with their fancy little doodad here,
Absolutely, Commander.
just so that
The Vulcan is hungry. Look out.
I'm starving.
This is what being
Eating all day.
half Vulcan, half human. Your metabolism must just be ridiculous.
Oh, human side is always hungry. Anywho,
As you use the quadcorder for the first time, this thing will decrease your difficulty by 1.
ooh,
Ooh.
that's lovely, isn't it?
And you're trying to gather more information about this creature in containment. Make a science and reason check. Your difficulty will be 1.
Ooh.
we also have 2 momentum. Politely remind you.
Thank you.
So 13.
Yes, momentum gained from being very, very successful.
Does that include 13, or is it like 13 and under?
13 and under.
So yes.
Two
Meets it,
successes.
greets it.
Does that include 13 or 13 and under?
Well, like talk about like a
Oh.
PG
Both.
movie or something. Like,
We got
who's
this.
gonna get to see this? Everyone or? No excuse.
No. Yeah, as you successfully scan this creature, it is not from this world. It doesn't match any of the profiles that you've previously scanned.
Cool.
With the scanning device, you see like it's begun to form the shape of the container, and then it really forms the shape of the container inside of it.
Nice.
It's just like a replica, slightly smaller container.
Do I have any more containers on me? Or can I produce another container
You have more containers,
to
absolutely.
foresee the next size it might become?
Oh, if it grows.
Yes.
Certainly, yep.
I
you
feel
know that-
safer if I do 50%.
You know that the
More.
standard canister that you are using contains microforce fields that reinforce the canister, so it can hold really volatile liquids like war plasma. So you should be fine.
Sick. Thank you.
Great work, everybody. That's somewhat of a success. The success will really come when we're back at the ship.
Excellent work to you, Commander. You did a very accurate throw with that knife. I'm very impressed.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Commander. That means a great deal. Well, I'm happy to get the heck off this rock and get back in contact with the binary. How's everybody feeling? You need a little snack before we head out, or you want to just hoof
You
it?
see,
We got another
Haddock's
8
already
hours.
got like a ration open.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it just
Yeah.
it's smart.
How is
Hungry.
Levine? Are they still feeling icky in the stomach?
Yeah. It's like a lot of anxiety
Okay.
and disappointment
Okay.
in themselves.
Ensign
Aw.
Nuree, if you'd be happy to take a check on Ensign Levine, just in.
I'm right here. Texas beans, get out of here.
Yeah, well, tickle me twice. If it ain't just dangerous down here.
I'm the one sitting beside him. Everyone's like, poor me, poor me. Wait here.
I thought it'd be quiet, but it just echoed right through the whole tunnel. It just, all right, well, it's them goddamn rations.
And that's gonna be permanent.
Can we hustle up here?
Forever.
I'd like to use composure.
Composure and presence.
Yeah. 2 successes. I don't flinch.
Yep.
Who was that?
Oh,
Which one of y'all?
it got really warm in here.
Cracker blast.
When you have 2 admirals for dads,
Yeah,
you get away with a lot.
Yeah, I don't even think about it. Yeah,
used to it.
that honors my privilege is not my best quality of value.
So,
Oh my.
you head out of the
God.
cave and have a quick snack before
A deep breath.
Run.
a deep breath.
Run!
As you're at it, like you're on the edge of the cave, going back into the depths of the jungle on your way back to your ship. I want you to roll an insight and security check for me.
Okay.
You want to help with it? Like,
Yeah.
You notice like Ava's like a little,
Uncomfortable.
and you just your eyes are darting
Okay.
around. Not something's
Something's not right.
something's up. You feel unease.
Yeah, I feel unease, and I would like to use a little bit of a empath, so I can like sense emotions of living beings nearby. I can communicate telepathically with other empaths and telepaths, as well as those who I am extremely familiar, cannot choose, blah 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 blah, to pick out the emotions of specific individual. I can use the difficulty of this task in the situation if it is stressful, but it isn't, I'm imagining. It's not very stressful.
It is.
Oh, it's very stressful. Okay, perfect. Difficulty of this task situation.
So you want to help by like trying to assess what they're
Yeah,
feeling?
because I can use like telepathy to hear what the hell is going on in that brain of theirs.
And then try to calm that down.
Yeah. Even
So
though
I can like
it's-
focus my.
I always, like, one of my values is usually allow others to decide for themselves, but it's just like I'm feeling a lot of uncertainty and might jeopardize this mission.
So insight and, or does it give you a list for what the check is?
It
It's difficulty
doesn't.
2, right?
It doesn't, but I think it would be insight and command.
Okay,
Yeah?
feels right to me.
Yeah? Oh, it feels
do you-
right. 2 successes.
What do you think?
Do I need to roll for this? I'm not sure what I'm looking at yet.
You're feeling,
Roll.
you feel like these nerves, this jitteriness as you're like darting around, like you're remembering life in the Resistance, fighting Cardassians, and like that feeling you're always under threat, always being watched.
Always
and you have to be
watching.
so careful. And you just feel like a hand on your shoulder as Lieutenant Commander Nostrom kind of just gives you this look of reassurance. And I'll lower the difficulty of this task from 4 to 3.
So I would like to use a momentum then.
Okay.
Gain your dice.
Sweet. This is done.
And it's insight and security.
It is
That's what you said.
insight and security. So you have 3 die to roll.
You've got this.
Three successes. One's a crit success.
4 total. Okay, you get that momentum back. That's huge. Yeah, you don't notice it first, and then you see the outline of something just moving. Then you see it again, and it's getting closer. It's about 200 meters away at this point. You know that this movement is a shrouded Jem'Hadar. Do you take a shot at it?
Yep. Yep, I do.
Okay, again, difficulty 4 to hit.
Yeah.
It's currently shrouded. None of the others have seen this
I would
yet.
like to
You're just
diffuse
reacting.
the
You're feeling.
tension with this situation.
All you see is Intonava like draw a phaser.
Yes.
and what do you want to diffuse? What do you want-
Well, I can now, like, I can sense what's going on over there, can I not?
You can't read Jem'Hadar.
Oh, that's right.
But he can read me, so he can read
Bajoran.
what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like threat, like danger.
Red level
Danger,
5.
danger. That's all that's
Go.
going on in my
Yeah,
head. Danger,
danger.
danger.
Red
Okay,
flag.
well, then
Ew.
I'm not going to do anything at all.
Okay.
I mean, I tried.
4 successes.
So this would be.
Would you like to spend another momentum to try and?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyone, anything. They also have.
I used a threat. I gained a die.
You can react in this moment if you want to help, like...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
see
wasn't
that
sure if
you
I
can
was.
use another die.
Like, and
React.
Samantha's just
We have
kind
2
of
minutes.
like focused and knows.
Yeah, I
that
see
things-
that like
Start
the
to rage.
the nonchalant grab as Ensign Ava kind of like draws the phaser, like almost like holding it to us and like looking over her shoulder, like right before she attacks. I'd like to use away team tactics to kind of like signal to you and you to like to open fire on the spot that she shoots at.
I mean, I'm already feeling the intensity from her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
with
And-
that kind of command,
And
I will oblige.
and in order to do that, I'll be like, all right, I think we'll just hold up here and we'll take a break. If everybody wants to grab their rations, Ensign Ava, why don't you just go right ahead?
I'll spin into action. So this does what for your the check?
Away team tactics can either reduce the difficulty or add a die. GM's choice.
Reducing the difficulty seems to be the way to go. That will bring it down to 3 to hit your target. With support fire, if you both want to fire.
And I can roll. Sorry, Sam. Just if,
You can roll.
I can roll, and if I'm successful, I can create an advantage, which would be them also opening fire.
Okay, that sounds great. Presence command.
Presence command. 1 success.
You need 2.
I don't know. Huh?
I'd say one of you can fire them.
I want to fire.
Okay. Shoot it.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay.
Did they go first?
So what I'm gonna say
to
is
help?
if you, so you're shooting.
All of her emotions.
This is security and security and your daring. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. Because you're not trying to hit the target. You're trying to like just fire in that general direction and hope that the movement makes
Will-
the shroud movement.
Will happen.
It was gonna catch that and make it easier for their shot to happen.
Okay.
So make that roll. 2 d20s.
2 successes.
2
It was
successes.
14. I got
Huge.
8 and a 5.
Can I also use a Talon?
Yes.
Constantly watching. When you attempt a task to detect danger, hidden enemies reduce the difficulty by 1.
That was used earlier when you did look for them.
Oh, right.
That's okay.
Can't
That was
use
great.
it.
It's okay.
Yeah, once per scene.
I think keep going. We're doing rather well here.
So you now have a chance. It is a difficulty of 2.
And I'm using daring and security.
Yeah, let's go for it. Did you buy a die?
Yes, I did.
Great.
22.
3 successes.
Yeah, with all these commands going out, you see the phaser beam going in one way, you see the shroud beginning to move, and that extra movement is enough to catch your eyes as you hit your target dead in the center. As you hit him in the chest, you see like his Ketracel white line just fly off as he sprawls backwards, phaser going up into his like phaser rifle going up into the air as he sprawls back. As you see more of movement in the tree line. This is coming out the opposite side from where your ship is. You spot at least 3 more kind of making their ways through.
Perhaps we should get moving.
We won't outrun Jem'Hadar. We fight.
You gonna stand and
Fire
fight?
at will.
Or we go back in the cave.
That's the side that they're coming from.
Oh.
They're like
What?
cutting us off.
No,
right?
so there's like
No.
two, yeah, so
Oh,
you're
they're
at the cave
flanking
entrance.
us. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're coming here, your ship's over here.
Clever girl.
But we can't outrun them.
Well, we got 8 hours.
Yeah, you've got to run. Well, you could lose them.
2 for 1.
I don't think we're gonna be able to outmaneuver the Jem'Hadar, and I just kind of like look at Levine. I think we're best to try and stand and fight. Binary, do you hear us? Do you copy?
Binary.
Nothing.
Perhaps we should bottleneck them.
I agree. To the cave.
Okay.
We'll go back to the cave and
As you
try.
take cover in the cave, that's where we're going to end it for today.
Come on! My heart's pumping and everything right now. But I also got to pee. So.
Amazing. Great spot. Great teamwork all the way through. That was close. It's still going to be close when we come back next week. But
Roll for friendship.
Let's do our.
Yay!
Whoops!
We don't need to roll for that. We just have it.
We just have
friendship.
But let's do our outros.
a lot.
Starting with Tim.
Oh, God.
I'm Tim, playing this character. It was a lot of fun. You can see me on other programs on YouTube and Twitch on Fablemancers, where Sam and I frequent our games. You can also find me on Instagram, Dino Sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Josh. Thank you for putting up with my nonsensical accent. I'm all over the map, I'm sorry. But I have a lot of fun with it. This character is a lot of fun, and I am Action Jack Jackson on Instagram. I'm actor, set deck, grips, and I love film.
Amazing. I'm Lala McQueen, and that is also my name on Instagram. I'm the makeup effects and hair key here, and I paint and make things.
And I'm Brooke. I'm the assistant director here, so I'm scheduling all of this crazy chaos. This is my first long-form campaign that I've gotten to play, and thank you very much for letting me join this table.
You played in another long-form campaign.
That's true. This is my first on-camera one, but this has been a lot of fun. And yeah, not great at the social medias. I help other people make their things, but I'll get better at that. Maybe.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. And of course, I am Sam. I'm your game master from today. You can find me on social media at Chef Cargs. You can catch me tomorrow on Fablemancers, where we play Starts Without Number. And you can catch me in all sorts of other spheres as well. Or right here on Questline for the next couple Tuesdays as we reel in towards the next story beat as we continue through the Dominion War. So, without further ado, remember, the dice roll your story, but you weave the tale. Bye!
Bye, thank you.
Bye.